All right, here we go. Another big one for the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome back to Damon Bruce Plus, our live stream watch party. It's great having you here. I hope you had a wonderful Halloween weekend. I hope you, your family, your kids, your girlfriend, I hope they were either adorable or I hope they were hot as hell. I hope it really, really worked out well for you. It is great having you here, and you know what to do. Please hit like and subscribe before we even get going here. The more people who reach out and touch that like button early, more people will be brought here by the good old algorithm. It is really good to have you here. And look, let's just cut it right where it is. There is a really big difference between 6-3 and 5-4, especially with the Rams coming up. As much as the 49ers are playing the New York Giants today, they're playing the math of the season. If they're 6-3, given all the circumstances that we all know far too much about, if they're 6-3 at the end of this day, kids, they're still on track. It's still good. It's still a good thing that you're watching. Like all your possibilities remain. It's been a weird year. We all know that. But we haven't even seen the 49ers yet. And we won't quite see the 49ers today, but we will be seeing D. Winters, Sam Aquinu, and Jordan Elliott. All of them hurt last week and questionable as this week went along through practice. They are all playing today, as is Spencer Burford. He's back on the offensive line, and apparently, from just pregame indications, is running with the ones today. So if he's back in the starting lineup, that means Connor Colby is moving back to the bench. Maybe that helps an offensive line that really needs to get a running game going today against New York. The New York Giants cordially invite every single one of their opponents to run all over them. The 49ers have to accept that invitation today. This should be a Kyle knows how to win it game. It is a control the clock, control the ground, control the game, hopefully do some front running. That's what you want to see out of the 49ers today, some front running. So we'll see how it goes. Your inactives, way too many familiar names here. It is Brock Purdy, Ricky Pearsall, Jake Brendel, Bryce Huff, Marquise Siegel, CJ West, Jordan James. Those are your inactives beyond the Warner, the Bosa, and everything that you already know, obviously. So we are about to get going here in New York. Thank you so much for being here. It's great having you once again. Thank you for stopping on by today. Hopefully you plan on hanging out with us all season long. I want to say thanks so much to my man Ike, who's been supporting this channel since the day it launched. If you are not in an Ike's sandwich delivery area, I'm sorry. If you are, get on it now. You can get a sandwich delivered to your house by halftime of this game. If you get on it right now, I hope you are a member of that Love Rewards program. You will be taken care of in the grand scheme of the cosmos if you sign up for that Love Rewards program. Speaking of getting taken care of, my friends at the Dubliner and West Portal are ready to take care of you the minute you walk in. Say hi to Kenny and John for me. And we got Sleeper once again sponsoring us this football season. We're about to kick off at MetLife here. Sleeper is the #1 way to play fantasy, your prop bets. It is the fastest growing fantasy site in the world, and you'll know why. By the way, get a $100 deposit match when you sign up using promo code Damon. We're underway. Kickoff has happened. 49ers special teams. Let's see if they don't ruin the game on the very first play of the game. That is a big New York return out to nearly the 40-yard line. But I guess the 49ers will take it because they didn't house it. So there you go. We'll tell you more about Sleeper. We'll tell you about my Sleeper plays as the day goes along. But we are underway here from New York. And it is really good to have you here. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being a part of this. It means an awful lot. Grab your coffee. Buckle up. This as I said this week, I'm looking forward to just watching a game where I think you kind of got something other than survival mode going on. This is survival mode day for the 49ers. It's handle your business, get on an airplane, get back to Santa Clara, be 6-3, and I don't need to talk about any detail of this game because the 2-6 Giants aren't really a measuring stick for anyone. This is just a handle your business day. 6 yards gained on the first play. You're going to see, Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary in the backfield for the New York Giants today. Obviously, the Cam Scattaboo injury of last week was gruesome. It's savage. It's disappointing that it happened to that young man. Malik Neighbors tearing his ACL. You know, this was supposed to be a generational passing of the torch season for the New York Giants. You got some real young studs coming up, and you got a young quarterback that you're excited to see out there. And it all went wrong with 2 serious injuries to 2 young players. We'll see if Jackson Dart can keep it in survival mode. It is 3rd and 5. The 49ers could not get off the field all last week on 3rd down. Jackson Dart, who can run, steps up in the pocket and picks up a first down with his legs, just gets over the first down marker. So very first down. Tatum Bethune out on the tackle. Can I apologize right now for the terrible joke that I'm about to make? It's not even a joke. It's just I've been thinking Bethune and Arthur's theme. When you get lost between Bethune and New York City, it's been going on in my head since Friday. I forgot to say it on Friday's show, and I've been living in torture since that happened. When you get lost between Bethune and New York City, you know it's crazy. But let's see what you got on 2nd and 4. We have an awful lot of our regulars here today, an awful lot of good friends out here. Thank you so much for being here. Damon, what is the over-under on the Beyonce underwear commercial? I mean, I really thought we were going to see it an awful lot in every game. I don't know if we're going to see Beyonce dipping into the laundromat in her underpants today. We can only hope. We can only hope. I'll tell you, the Giants have come out here, and without Cam Scatabo, are moving this ball on the ground no problem early on here for the 49ers. Again, we're going to see what Keon White looks like in his 49er debut today. He's wearing number 56, and if you're going into New York, 56, Lawrence Taylor, good number to have on. If the 49ers create any pressure up front today, it'll be an improvement from last week. Last week was just awful in front of the worst offensive line in football. It's a concern. It's a concern you'd like to see put behind you a little bit today by just some pressure. But we got stand-up patty cake happening on the line of scrimmage right now. This just Giants offensive line is not getting pushed back at all here on the first drive of the game for New York. First and 10, Dart throws behind his target. He's looking for Johnson. And bring up 2nd and 10. It's the first miscue of New York's pretty dialed-in opening drive so far here. I tell you what we do have today. This is unquestionable. We have a great uniform combination today. This game looks fantastic. And we got a false start. We got movement up front for the Giants. Were they drawn off? No, neutral zone infraction. Looked like that was Alfred Collins. Oh, sorry, Jordan Elliott. So, first flag of the afternoon. Got Jose here saying, thank you, sir, for the great service you're providing, especially for us 49ers fans. Go Ninsers. Thank you very, very much. It's an awful lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I really do. Thank you for being here. It's a season that you need a little help through. There's no doubt about that. It's been a rough go. It's been a rough couple of years for Niners fans. It really has been. All right, Devin Singletary just pulling guards into wide open holes. The 49ers defensive line is just getting their backs blown out. Here on this opening drive, New York sitting on the 15-yard line. Dart looks back, throws. That's a first down and more. That's a touchdown. Wow, terrible tackling all the way around. Diamador Lenore did not play that well or right. Johnson just powered through, looked like he was going to be going out of bounds. That is an opening drive touchdown for the New York Giants, and it looked easy. It was methodical. I haven't seen the score change. Are they saying he might have stepped out before he got there? Have we got a foot out of bounds? No, not on that play. Not on that review. I think that's a touchdown, boys and girls. I think that is a touchdown. Well, there you go. The most sophisticated score bug in the business. Oh, we got a miss. Oh, did we get a miss point after? No, hold on. Sorry. That's not a good way to begin an afternoon. That's not a good way to begin an afternoon at all. But, how often do the Giants begin a game, or the 49ers begin a game on a good note? I love when Kyle gets that ball and shows you that he's got a great game plan early on and he drives down and they score right away. Let's see what they've got on their opening offensive drive, because the opening defensive effort right now, that was unimpressive. That was just passive defense the whole way through, and you had a defensive line that was playing patty cake at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be hard to win when you replace pressure with patty cake. Soft again. Not good. Again, I don't need any contention today. The playoffs aren't today. I don't need a contender today. You need a win in New York today. That's all they need. We got a lot of football game left here. Let's not everybody start pissing down their leg after one drive. Great indicators? No. Calm down just a touch, shall we? Oh, we got Stevie Wonder jokes here from Philip. Thank you very much. Even Stevie could see this coming. Thank you. Now, this is what I don't want to see here. Here comes a 3 and out. Mark, that can't happen this week. This is a run all over them New York Giant team. Last week, the Philadelphia Eagles had everybody. You didn't need to be named Saquon Barkley to average like 7 yards a carry against this defense. So that better not happen. First couple of supers have come in, and thank you so much this afternoon. We get to 50 supers this afternoon. We'll go into the Club Plus Light Show. Not pulling out the bottle of whiskey. It's been a long weekend. But thank you very much, Jude. In the Mix Productions, coming in with a 5 spot for the Ganja Jar. Appreciate you. My goodness, Damon, did the defense stay in Houston? Joe, they haven't gotten off the plane yet. Do they know this game's at MetLife? Maybe they're actually still on the island of Manhattan. They weren't told this game's actually being played in New Jersey. Got Bree Tucker saying, here's to swimming with bow-legged women. Thanks for the entertainment, D. Not looking like this is much entertainment in this game so far. Early going. Sometimes your favorite band comes out and opens up with a little bit of a sleepy tune before they really get into that first set. Hopefully this was for the Niners. Be like, man, that's not what I thought they were going to open with. Well, here we are. Okay. So, first chance to get right for the 49ers special teams. Brian Robinson Jr. is back to receive. It looks like he does kick return, and Sky Moore now does punt return. Oh, no, that is kicked to the other back. And is that Sky Moore? There's Sky. Sky got a nice little running start, gets out to about the 32. Decent hard run there for Sky Moore. And it's going to be Mac Jones once again. Mac Jones has done everything possible to save this season's bacon so far. 4-2 through 6 games. He's done the Lord's work as a backup quarterback with no protection, no real complimentary running game, wide receivers that most people who are Niners fans couldn't even identify. His first pass of the day is complete to Hey Diddle Diddle, George Kittle in the middle, and that's going to pick up about 4-5. Just a can't go broke taking a profit. Did Kyle come out there with 5 wide? Handoff, McCaffrey's first carry today. Does not go anywhere. He is greeted right at the line of scrimmage. Dominic Pooney not creating any hole right there. Did the defense stay in Houston? Maybe it did. Maybe it did, Joe. Again, thanks so much. All right. So here we are, 3rd and 7. Hopefully we have incorrect predictions of a 3 and out to start the game. 3rd and 7. Mac Jones throws underneath the sticks. Juwan Jennings catches it. He's trying hard to get to that first down marker. He's still on his feet, but they're going to blow that one dead with forward progress, and this is going to bring up 4th down. For the first time today, Kyle's looking at a 4th and short. He's on his side of the field. It is 4th and 1, and Kyle's got a decision right here on the first drive of the afternoon. What are you going to do, Kyle? Yeah, I'm punting here too, to be honest with you. I am punting here too, even though we live in a 4th and 1 world. You go for it. I didn't like anything I saw there on that opening drive, and it is going to be 3 and out for the 49ers. And this defense is going to have to start getting proper right away here. Let's see what we got. I will say this. Kyle's running an awful lot of 7-yard routes when he needs 8 yards. You know, you got to get your targets to the sticks. Got to do it. Got to do it. Oh, hold on. Kyle's changed his mind. Mac Jones is still out there. 4th and 1 is upon us. Christian McCaffrey's on the field. The Niners are going for it right off the rip here. 4th and 1 from their own 41-yard line, and Mac Jones is just going to QB sneak that right across the line. We got some indications that there might be a false start on this. Is this a false start on the 49ers? You got to be kidding me. I don't think there was a flag. Giants were looking for a flag. Have we got a false start? I don't think we got a false start on that. I think the Giants are bullshitting. So it is 1st and 10. The Niners did not go 3 and out. Christian McCaffrey takes it on first down, and he moves it about 4 yards, 3 yards. All right, so you want a little drama? There you go. Oh, Juszczyk absolutely false started. Kyle Juszczyk absolutely false started. Kyle Juszczyk blows. Does anyone get anyone else to see that? This guy does very little to help this team win. McCaffrey, catch, first down. All right, 1st and 10 for the 49ers once again here. Max swings it out to McCaffrey, tries to put a boogie, and probably loses 3 yards on a swing pass to nowhere. That's not going to get it done. Again, the company that Christian McCaffrey keeps as a productive running back is Elite Hall of Fame company. This guy is only being undone by his own team and offensive line. Big strike down the field. It looks like who caught that? Who caught that? That is a first down. Banks is saying that he got a hold of it too. You got 2 guys holding on to a ball. But no, I believe, is that Jordan Watkins making a catch? Have we got Jordan Watkins out there? I believe we do. That was nearly an interception. Oh, my God. Watkins and Banks were wrestling for that, and it was for real. That ball might have changed possession. Wow. Watkins does a nice job wrestling that ball away from the defender. First down. Christian McCaffrey, one of his best runs of the season around the left-hand side. There you go. There you go, Christian McCaffrey. That looked like 49er football. Okay. 16-yard gain. Christian McCaffrey, that's maybe his longest rushing play of the season so far. You know, the lack of explosive plays is a huge difference in Kyle's offense this season. So Mac is looking at a first down. Niners are on their own 13-yard line. On the Giants' 13-yard line. Mac drops back, fires, hits Juwan Jennings, picks up maybe 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5, right? Maybe 2nd and 6. Was that good for maybe 4? Smart choices there for Mac. Here we go. Let's see if this team can get into the end zone right here and make this a 7-7 game. I mean, I'm loving the job Eddie Piñeiro's doing, but I don't want to see him at this point in the game. Answer right here, 49ers. What do you got? What do you got? Mac with a handoff to McCaffrey, who takes it for a couple around the right side, but is stopped. This is going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 3. By the way, the action on that McCaffrey run is a play to totally set up something else later in the game. You watch that you're going to see that motion. You're going to see that McCaffrey run, I think, later in the game, but they're going to run something else out of that package. Anyways, 3rd and 3 from the 5. Mac is a wide open Christian McCaffrey. I mean, all day long, McCaffrey touchdown Niners. Receiving touchdown for Christian McCaffrey, and just like that, we have a tie football game. This is the confidence I have in Eddie Piñeiro. This is no longer, I can tell we're no longer in the Jake Moody era, because when the Niners score a touchdown, I feel very comfortable going to my scoreboard and just saying, yeah, that's going to be 7 points. I'm not going to have to wait for a point after touchdown, because I believe in Eddie Day, everyday Eddie. I believe in every kick Eddie. Did I just jinx the shit out of him or what? You can't. Point after is good. We got a 7-7 ball game. And just like that, we are back to even. Welcome to Damon Brews Plus. Here we go. We are live from Met Stadium. I'm live from my basement here at the house, the home studio, if you will. Home studio sounds so much more professional than basement. It really does. Hold on. Gotta move some things out the way so you can see the Niner helmet during the Niner broadcast. I know what people want. Give the people what they want. Okay. What you want was a tie game, and that's what you got right now. That's good. Good to see that from the 49ers. And again, what else we got this afternoon? Hold on here. Let me write something down, a real quick note today. There it is. And again, thank you so much for being here. We got so many regulars, so many names that we recognize. And what I love about Sundays here on the Plus is that a lot of people come on in that haven't been here before. They find us because it's an NFL day. They might have, Googled 49ers watch party, 49ers live stream, and that's how you find us. Thank you for being here. It's great to have you here. We produce a ton of like-minded thinkery on game days. So hopefully you plan on coming back here for game day for the 49ers. Make this your second screen of choice. I always appreciate your time. I really, really do. And that was a walk-in touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. And you haven't seen an awful lot of those all year long from the 49ers after looking like they came out uninspired defensively. Pretty good offensive drive, all things considered. They execute a 4th down to get there. They survive a Kyle Juszczyk false start to get there. Answer. I mean, that's all you can want early on. Answer, if you could, please. Good answer. Bang, bang. Mary and I cannot stay today. Oh, Barry, we're so sorry that you cannot hang out with us. You got the grandkids, though. That's the best. Little something into the jar. Thank you, Barry. Thank you so much, buddy. I love Barry and Mary from Memphis. It's a shame they don't live in the Bay Area. We would all be hanging out. There's no doubt about it. This guy was in radio. He's a Navy man. It's just solid people all around. Love. You know how this is what's cool about YouTube. You really do get to know people that you've never met. Now, I got to know people who used to call into my radio show, but not quite like this. So it's really an awesome little community that we've built here, and thank you for being a part of it. Whether you're hanging out as a full-time family member, whether you've become a member of the channel, membership's available for a cup of coffee. You can help support the channel and what we do here. Thank you so very, very much for being a part of this, either, in the family or just hanging out with us on game day. But please hit like and subscribe. We really appreciate it when you do that. It helps the channel grow. My goodness, Damon, did the defense stay in Houston? I've done that 3 times. It's so good. Thank you very much. This is the Iceman. Not sure if Salah can even fix this all. I mean, that's the thing. At some point, it's about horses, not the jockey. And the 49ers just are missing horses up front. There's no doubt about it. Rita chipped in for DB's first pull of the day. Tamales are steaming in the pot. By the way, F the Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We need the San Francisco 49ers to pick up the Bay Area, because you just had the Warriors lose to everybody's hurt, haven't won a game yet, Indiana Pacers yesterday. Then the Dodgers, in a generational World Series, win back-to-back World Series championships. The 49ers need to pick San Francisco up a little bit today with a win today. There's no doubt about that. By the way, defense came out frisky on that first play for the Giants on this series, so happy to see that. Allison, thank you so very much. A little for the ganja jar. Little love from Allison. Thank you so much, Allison. Really appreciate you slipping a 20 spot in there. That's the kind of tip you love seeing hit the G string. Thank you very much, Allison. Swing pass from dart to the flat. I'll tell you what, D. Winters was all over that shit. Boom. Nice tackle, D. 3rd and 10. Here's a get off the field. This is where everything went wrong last week. It's 3rd and 10, get off the field. It's 3rd and 10. Buy a little bit more rest here for your defense. Don't let them get all tuckered out early on. What do you got here on 3rd down defensively? San Francisco, 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Giants got 4 wide. I think they got Singletary there in the backfield. I see soft coverage everywhere. Linebackers aren't coming. No blitz at all. But you know what? Thrown underneath the sticks, you got Upton Stout coming up and making a real nice tackle. Giants are punting. Slayton didn't run his route to the sticks. And, oh, by the way, Cleveland Farrell, who was added to the practice squad, got called up. He's out there hyping up Upton Stout. Very nice tackle. Upton Stout. Bethune was there to help clean it up. Didn't even need to. When you get lost between Bethune and New York City, I'm going to say it every single time I see his name because I think it's clever. And I got old man jokes. What can I tell you? I'm old. You like Christopher Gross? You're going to love this fucking broadcast today. Oh, God. Sky Moore, when it comes to fielding punts, you are the worst. Like, get underneath there and field it or get the hell out of the way. You scare me every single time you're around the football, Sky Moore. Seriously. Good Lord. All right, what do we got here? This is Bill. Why doesn't everyone hit like? Bill, that's great. Well, we don't go dislike, right? But you hit that like button, it just pushes us out into the algorithm. Again, we're streaming not only here on YouTube today, but we're streaming on Twitter. We're also streaming on Twitch. So we got like 500 people in here, all around. Thank you very much to the 500 of you for being here. If any of you aren't subscribed, if you would, please, we'd really appreciate it. Look at where we are. We want to get to 49,000 subs quickly because the goal is to be at 50 by the bye week. We're ticking up. We were at 46,000 subs not too long ago. Here we are at 48. Anyone who hits that sub button, you'll see that number move like an odometer. Can we get 310? 310 going once. Boom, there it is. Come on. Thank you, whoever just did that. It's great to have you here. Thank you so very, very much for supporting what we're doing. And again, to continue to support what we're doing. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors, to Ike's, to the Dubliner, and our friends at Sleeper. By the way, let me show you what my sleeper play is today. I told you I was going to get to it. Here's what we got today. Christian McCaffrey Anytime touchdown, ka-ching, already in the barn. Thank you very much, Christian McCaffrey. I went 0 for 4 on all 4 legs of my parlay in Houston last week. I'm at least 1 for 1 right here. Kendrick Bourne, 40 receiving yards, over 39.5. Kendrick Bourne, I need him to catch 40 yards of passes today. Mac Jones, 21.5 completions. I need him north of that. Jackson Dart, I think needs. I didn't think that the Giants were going to run very much today. I thought they were going to put this game in Dart's hands. Dart over 204.5 passing yards. I think he does that today. And if all that comes in, winner, winner, chicken dinner, over on Sleeper. And again, please check out Sleeper if you haven't already. You will be impressed with the user interface. You will like hitting over under and just seeing how you can build your own parlays. You can affect your own odds. There are so many varieties and options and free plays. I mean, it really is an elite service. Check it out and sign up using promo code Damon when you do. Use the link in the description of this video. You get a $100 deposit match when you use promo code Damon up to $100. So we'll see what the 49ers got in a 7-7 game here. They got the ball back now from the 20. Little screen to Kyle Juszczyk, who, oh my God, helps the team for a change and picks up a first down. Again, Kyle Juszczyk, the receiver, is better than Kyle Juszczyk, the blocker. Kyle Juszczyk, the running back, is essentially not to be trusted at any point in time as far as I'm concerned. But you use him as a little bit of a weapon in the passing game. There is something there. I just don't think Kyle gets enough out of a player that he deems so important. So a 1st and 10. Pitch back to McCaffrey, who's got his legs churning all of a sudden here. That's a first down and 11-yard gain for Christian McCaffrey, and that looked good early on. Okay. We got Joe Young saying, okay, so the offense we know at least made a trip and is ready to rock and roll now. Salah's got to dial something up. Get a pick or a 3 and out. Well, you got your punt. Hopefully you get another pick today. Hopefully you're going to force this rookie into a mistake. I mean, Dart is good. This is, the 5th game he's ever started? False start, 49ers. McKivitz. Come on, Colton McKivitz. Again, Christian McCaffrey is now getting the type of yardage per carry where you just got to keep running the ball. I mean, that's the way to go today. McCaffrey's going to come out after picking up about 7 or 8 here. We're going to see the first carry of the day for Brian Robinson Jr. I'll tell you, I think you're right. CMC is feeling himself. Been a lip. Oh my God, Brian Thomas is feeling himself. Brian Thomas takes it over midfield. He picks up a first down on 2nd and 7. And running against the New York Giants is the way to do it. CMC feeling himself. 404 error page not found. Thank you very, very much. And all of a sudden, the New York Giants have breathed a little life into the 49ers run defense. We are at the end of the first quarter, my friends. End of the first quarter, tied at 7. Oh, let me get that helpful scoreboard back up for you. Here's some good news, though. While you're enjoying this second screen, you do have, I think, one of the best play-by-play guys in the world on your main screen today. I love a Kevin Harlan game. Whenever the 49ers are playing on CBS, I'm like, oh, hopefully you get Harlan in the draw. I'm glad they got Harlan in the draw. You get Kevin Harlan today. I got to keep him down here so I don't get distracted much. But you get a Kevin Harlan game today. That's a good place to start an afternoon. Excuse me. Oh, the merch. Have we told you about the merch? Have we told you about the mugs, the T-shirts, the koozies? You can find it all. You can find it all on your phone. Just go ahead, check out the just poke around my page a little bit. Thank you so very, very much. I know you can do all of your holiday shopping right in my store. Who in your family didn't want a Damon Bruce mug? Think about it. The grandma who's never heard of me, the cousin that you're going to have to tell them about me, they want this stuff. Norris just coming in, sprinkling a little love on us. Thank you very much, Norris Mitchell. $2 in the ganja jar. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and take a little look at some stats through our first quarter, shall we? Let me go ahead. We are going to I'm going to share this. We're going to add that. We're going to go here. Got to like that start for Mac Jones, right? 7 of 7, 59 yards and a touchdown. Nice little start for Mac. He has not had a man in his face every single time he's dropped back today. That is a very welcome sight for the 49ers. This guy's been pressured on basically 50% of the throws that he's made this season. McCaffrey averaging 5.6 yards per carry. Oh, my God. It's like we've turned back time. It's like you got Cher running around with her ass out on that on the big aircraft carrier. If she could turn back time, it's a turn back time game for Christian McCaffrey. He looks frisky today. Mac Jones takes a big shot downfield. He's got Kendrick Bourne downfield. There you go. Looking good. Looking good right now, 49ers. Moving the ball. Finding those soft spots. By the way, that almost gets Kendrick Bourne halfway to my sleeper over-under. So I really like that play for a number of reasons. But most of all, it brought up first down. Unfortunately, on first down, McCaffrey loses a yard to make it 2nd and 11. I am pretty sure that we can do this show without Buff Suck in here, just trolling people with his same 3 jokes that he tells every week. See you, buddy. Hey, diddle diddle, pass to George Kittle, completion in the middle. That's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Again, if I'm the Niners here on 3rd and 4, I'm in 2-play territory. You're not kicking field goals from here. At least I'm not. So I've got 2 plays to pick up a first down here if I'm Kyle Shanahan. That's my thinking on this, just where you are on the field in this game, in this season, in the modern world of football. All right, 3rd and 4, what do you got? Mac Jones, again, comes on back, fires, finds Juwan Jennings for a first down and more. That's a touchdown. Juwan Jennings, welcome back into the mix. Juwan, it's been a few weeks. You've been sort of out in the woods, unloved, the dog that was left in the doghouse during the rainstorm. You got doghoused a little. Maybe your ribs are feeling better. Maybe your dauber's not down. But Juwan Jennings, really nice little curl route right there. He goes, peels in, comes out. Beautiful design. Juwan Jennings' 2nd touchdown of the season, and it is about to be 14-0 49ers. Pinheiro, of course, no problems there. Everyday Eddie, automatic. There you go, kids. I mean, you got the 49ers looking better right now in New York than they have in 3 weeks anywhere. Okay. A suggestion of normalcy coming from the 49ers. Did I say 14-0? I'm sorry, it's not 14-0. It's 14-7. There you go. My bad. Again, Follow the score. The score bug is never wrong. Sometimes the host is. All right. That's a pour some more coffee drive if there ever was one, right? Everyone likes the long pour, the sexy pour. Let me try not to break my own microphone with my elbow while I'm doing that. Cheers to everyone. It's November, baby. It's November. Do you realize we're just a handful of weeks away from the best dinner of the year, from all kinds of family and the holidays starting? I love this time of year. And for the first time in my lifetime, this time of year, I got a college football team that matters too. My Indiana Hoosiers are ready to beat the 49ers or the Giants. I want Ohio State. I want Alabama. Like, I'm not even kidding. Oh my God, my Hoosiers are for real. One of the reasons why I know my Hoosiers are for real is because they kick more ass on the line of scrimmage than most football teams and most football games you will ever watch. This is why everyone is rightfully suspect of the San Francisco 49ers. They do not kick ass on the line of scrimmage. And it feels like if they do, it's totally dependent on their opponent being bad enough to do that against, more than their will is going to be what dictates the flow of this game. That's the cloud that hangs over this year. But as we've been saying all year, and as I'm sure will kind of play out today, wide open. A great football team will not be Super Bowl champion this year because there isn't a great football team in this league. There is not a historically significant team in this league this season. A pretty good team will be your Super Bowl champions. And I have enough respect for how the 49ers operate when things are going well to tell you that they can qualify for a pretty good football team, even under their bad circumstances. Everybody hurt, things not executing, not dominating the line of scrimmage. They're still pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Well, Luke Farrell with a nice tackle there on special teams. And the 49ers special teams have not absolutely destroyed them here today. Not yet anyways. D. Bruce sticker on my muddy pickup in Georgia. Thomas, do me a favor. If there is a D. Bruce sticker on your muddy pickup in Georgia, post that on Twitter for me so I can repost it later today. I'd love to see that. The dirtier, the better, by the way. Jackson Dart, he's got a completion. That's close to a first down on first down. Is White playing? Can they trade for an offensive line? Well, the trade deadline does come up in 2 days. I don't think offensive line is really going to be out there. No one's trading offensive line this time of year. No one's trading away anyone good. They might be able to find somebody, but they already got somebodies everywhere. Somebodies are the problem. The man. They don't have enough of those. Oh, Norris coming in again. Just tucking bucks. Thank you very much. Norris, appreciate you so much. This is, I'm one of the people who enjoys Black Friday shopping. I buy stuff for myself. There you go. Black Friday seems like something I would never want to do with, but the deals are undeniable. I mean, to me, I wait for that Cyber Monday. I'm not going to go stand in line. I'm not going to start throwing bows against grandmas at a Walmart. But you do you. You do you. If you got to steamroll somebody's aunt to get to that 38-inch LED TV, you got to do what you got to do. I get it. Steely Dan, Black Friday. Come on. See, this is my kind of audience. All right. On 2nd and 4. 49ers make a tackle behind the line of scrimmage there. Well, just over the line of scrimmage. Either way, this is setting up 3rd and 4. Another one of those great opportunities to really, really start taking control of this football game by getting New York off the field here in a we ain't going for it situation. Let's see what Saleh dials up on 3rd and 4. By the way, Jackson Dart with the one eye, schmutz, not on the other. It's like poser shit. It's like you're painting. It's like, what are you trying to paint your face? I believe the 49ers just false started. No. They weren't drawn offsides. This is a false start on the Giants. Woo! I thought that the Niners had jumped right there. False start on the center. That's always a tough one, right? Oh, he did. That's fanny movement. Little spasm there in your center. That makes it 3rd and 8. Okay. Changes the situation. 3rd and 8 from midfield for the Giants. And we got another false. Are there that many 49er fans at MetLife today? We got 2 back-to-back false starts on the New York Giants at home. Wow. Niners fans dominating MetLife. So it went from 3rd and 4 to 3rd. No, we got 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. Back-to-back penalties on the Giants' offensive line on false starts. 3rd and 13. Now you got to get off the field here. You got to get off the field here. The football gods are smiling upon you. Robert Saleh, take advantage of it. Throw underneath. Tackle made at the 50. And it is punt time for the New York Giants. The bend don't break defense did what it needed to do right there. Got a super sticker coming in from Dave. Thank you very much. Just got to keep it up, bouncing avocado or something. I'm sorry the super stickers don't play here the way that they do on the timeline. 49ers versus Bears, 28-12. Coach Singletary, I want winners. Can't win with them. All right, Sky Moore comes up. Fair catches, no problems. New York Giants and my New York Giants punter and my wife share the same name, Jillian. All right. Again, trying to get all these supers in. Thank you very, very much. I mean, I don't want to be the stripper who doesn't smile at you after you tuck a buck in my G-string. Thank you so very, very much. Yeah, dude, 2 false starts in a row. I haven't seen enough pan and crowd shots. I mean, how much red is in this stadium today? No team in football travels like the 49ers. The 49ers essentially do not play a road game very often in the season. They have so much fan support. What wicked candy on Larry for everyone? T Guns, Kruger was Kruger handing out the full candy bars at his house for Halloween? Again, what? Big Hike the Niner muted the game so I can hear Damon commentate. Dude, you got Kevin Harlan. Enjoy the Kevin Harlan. I'm amateur hour compared to that guy, but thank you very, very much. The second screen thing is real. The second screen thing is so real these days that networks are planning their shows around it. Yeah, Doug, I mean, I'm on with you. I love Damon, but Kevin Harlan is classic. I mean, he's one of the best in the business. What is this? Larry's wife bought generic candy? Generic candy? Well, we will have something. We will have something to talk about on Wake Up at 9 a.m. West Coast tomorrow then. I don't even know. What is generic candy? So instead of like Kit Kats, they're giving away Tic Tacs or kittens. I mean, what? I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. It's candy. If you're giving away candy, you've done your job. Name brand, kids don't get to request that. Where you absolutely deserve to be egged or shelled or what, you deserve to be fucked with by the kids on Halloween if you hand out shit like toothbrushes and apples and dental floss. That's, you're asking to have your house burnt down at that point. Oh, look, we're getting spammed. Nothing says the show's working like getting spammed, everybody. Nice job. We out here getting spammed. By the way, Mac Jones has started 11 for 11 today. What more could you want out of him, right? What is this? Just like candy and orange wrappers, no name on it. He showed it on his podcast the other day. Well, thank you for letting me know about this. I watch a lot of Larry's videos, but I'm do enough videos with Larry too. I don't watch it all. I miss the watch my wife ask our house to get egged show. I mean, it is just dialed in today for Mac Jones. He finds Juwan Jennings on a little post route, and that's got to be good for a 20-yard gain right there. Mac is just absolutely playing great football today. You give him time, he'll give you a first down. He really will. Juwan Jennings reappearing in a game plan is a wonderful development. I know everybody's been down on Juwan, me too. You will forget your Juwan Jennings problems instantly if he starts producing once again. McCaffrey's momentum is stopped at the back of the New York Giants football helmet on midfield. Picked up about 3. Nickelodeon wants you to know it's going to be Slimin' games coming up soon. Isn't that exciting? If you're a kid, you love a slime game. Mac Jones, little rollout. He's going to tuck it and run. He doesn't go far. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. It went from 2nd and 8 to about 3rd and 8 right there. Maybe 3rd and 7. Mac might have picked up 1. He didn't sack himself. Just shout out to Devil's Lettuce. Thank you, Porterhouse. My kind of audience. What can I tell you? Gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, non-sugar, fair trade, organic candy. Yeah, that's okay. Now, you know what? Maybe we do have to make fun of Larry tomorrow. 3rd and 7. Big play right here for the 49ers to stay on the field. Build out this lead a little bit more. Catch Christian McCaffrey, but he's going to be short. He was short of the sticks. I didn't like the route. Flanagan Fowles, Demetrius Flanagan Fowles. A couple former 49ers on the New York Giants. Demetrius Flanagan Fowles is there. Oh God, who else is on the New York Giants that used to be a 49er? Ray McLeod. Ray. I was trying to remember what totally useless shitbird Niner wide receiver they picked on. He's like Willie Snead. No, that's right. He was a Falcon. This is Ray. Diamador Lenore probably got squabble with Ray today. Anyway, so it's going to be a punt for the 49ers here in a 1-possession game. The Giants will fair catch that at the 7-yard line. Good special teams. There you go. Thomas Morstead. Nice job. SF Indigo. Halloween should always be some assortment of fun-sized name brand candy. Yeah, I mean it's for the vast majority of it is, right? Like, luckily for all the kids enjoying Halloween, there aren't too many Kruger houses out there. Wicked candy on Larry for everyone. We will talk about this tomorrow. We will. Doug Greenberg says, I remember the New York press referring to the Jets as the green slime. Well, they certainly ooze. They ooze. The Jets are just awful at football. They should be relegated. All right. So while we are in a mini commercial break here, let's us once again say thank you to all of our sponsors today. It really means a lot that they help me be able to function here on YouTube by sponsoring the channel. And my man Ike is just a fabulous guy. I mean, an incredible sandwich, a great guy, one of the fastest growing chains in America. It's really, really, really a delicious sandwich. Trust me. Look at me. This is Body Buy Sandwiches over here. I am a sandwich. Look at me. Forget about what I look like. Look at that. Look at me. I'm freaking delicious. I'll never be that good looking in my entire life. There's no onion rings on me unless you're talking about a sandwich. By the way, this is the most promotion 95.7 The Game gets in America these days. You're still welcome, you ungrateful fucks. Order a Damon Bruce at Ike's. You'll be very, very happy that you did. Get yourself to the Dubliner West Portal in San Francisco. You'll be very happy that you did. You can take Muni. They're going to drop you off right out front. You don't need to park. You don't need to drink and drive. You just roll on in. You say, hey, Kenny, hey, John, how you doing? Damon sent me. They love hearing that. Tell them that Damon sent you. Go watch the Niners. Go watch the Warriors. Go have a great, great time with some friends at the Dubliner West Portal. You bring in your own food. You just hang out. It's just an awesome bar. It truly, truly is. And we thank Sleeper for being a huge sponsor on the show this football season. You can use the promo code Damon to get yourself $100 deposit match on your first deposit. I hope you took advantage in October of that free $20 play that they were just giving away. Quick update on my sleeper picks today. Christian McCaffrey already in the barn. Kendrick Bourne looking for 40 receiving yards. We're halfway there. Mac Jones, I feel like, 21 and a half completions for a guy who started 13 for 13. That's definitely doable. Jackson Dart, 204 yards. I want to be north of that. So far, he's at 58. And oh my God, the 49ers have sacked the quarterback. Hello. Jackson Dart just got plowed. Clelin Ferrell, welcome back to the 49ers, buddy. Oh, my gosh, who says you can't go home again? Clelin Ferrell has not played well for any other team but the Niners, but in a 49er uniform, he's played some of the best football he's played in this league, and Clelin just absolutely blindsided Jackson Dart right there. Dart gets all the credit in the world for just holding on to that football. Wow. 3rd and 12. Dart's feet are in his own end zone. He's got to get the ball out fast. Tackled instantly, and it's punt time once again. You know who tackled him? When you get lost between Bethune and New York City. His name is Tatum. And it's true. All right, things are going well all of a sudden for the 49ers. What do you know? You're going to use that Tatum Bethune. You're going to use it with someone that you don't care about laughing at you. I just know it. Clelin Ferrell, little something old. Tatum Bethune, little something new. Put it all together. Sky Moore returning a punt. Oh, Sky Moore's running with a punt. This is a good return for Sky Moore. He's got it over midfield. Okay. 49ers are going to be set up in great starting field position here when they come back with 3:32 remaining in the first half. And remember, the Niners will be getting the ball to start the third quarter. Okay. We got Rita coming in. Who else handed out Taco Bell sauce packs to the kids? Again, you're handing out Taco Bell sauce packs? I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. T Guns saying the game is wicked good. T Guns obviously coming to us from New England today. Thank you very, very much. We got What TTS 8271. We really got to work on that handle. Lap them Niners. Let's see what they got. We got Bree Tucker, fantastic Christopher Cross knowledge. I know it's crazy, but it's true. Thank you very, very much. We have an appreciation of yacht rock here. I try not to make it the defining feature of my personality, as some people do. I saw there is a new genre that the new genre is called Grandpa Rock. And the first song that was played to explain what the new Grandpa Rock genre was, it was something by Led Zeppelin. I think it was Black Dog. And I'm like, that's not Grandpa Rock. That's Led Zeppelin. Go fuck yourself. Led Zeppelin isn't in a genre. Led Zeppelin can't be grouped even in the category of rock and roll. Led Zeppelin is in their own category. They're Led Zeppelin. Don't ever disrespect Led Zeppelin. Terrence Sullivan is saying, Terrence Sullivan, those are my initials. Okay. TTS 8217. You had to be the 8,271st TTSF out there. You do what makes you comfortable there, Terrence. I'm just saying, I think it needs a little work. But thank you very, very much for being here today. Hit like and subscribe if you would, please. It is great to have you. We have nearly 700 people in the room. More people come into the room at halftime. More people will find this show at halftime if everyone watching hits that thumbs up button right here, right now. We got football once again at MetLife. McCaffrey around the left-hand side. I think he picks up 3 or 4 on first down. Yeah, dad rock. Again, it's Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin isn't dad rock. Like you put on Led Zeppelin for my 6-year-old right now, he's gonna be like, fuck yeah. Hopefully he won't say the F word, but I'll tell you what, Jack's really into Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Grateful Dead, which means I'm doing a good job. 49ers offensive line did not do a good job right there. Mac Jones pressured and sacked, brought down. It's going to bring up third down here. That came right through Spencer Burford, didn't it? Yes, it did. Right through Spencer Burford, who is back on this offensive line, which has been playing pretty well right up into that moment today. Burford back, did not have a good rep right there, and Mac is sacked for the first time this afternoon. Each quarterback has now been sacked once. 3rd and 17. So, Kyle, how are you going to play this? Probably conservatively, right? Dump off to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey picks up, 15 yards almost, 13, 14 yards. So this is 4th down and 5, and Kyle has the 2-minute warning to think about what he wants to do here. We are at the 2-minute warning. And it's decision time for Kyle. This is one of those, you are on the edge of Eddie P's range. There's a part of me, though, that would like to see Kyle almost go for this. I mean, let's talk about where we are from a team stat standpoint. The 49ers have a 4th and 5 in front of them. And right now, today, they're averaging 6.8 yards per play. If I'm Kyle, I think I'm going for this. Again, thank you so much to everyone for being in here today. hit like, hit subscribe. We are working our way towards 50,000 subs, and I'm only going to get there with your help. Only going to get there with your help. Let me share this with you right here, right now. This is where we sit. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. We're starting to track. We're starting to track in that direction here. But I need you to get aggressive today right here. If you are not a subscriber, if you're enjoying what you're watching, hopefully you'll be back here next Sunday. Hopefully you'll be back at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. That's when we do live shows here from the West Coast. We are also on Monday and Fridays doing 49ers Wake-Ups. Yours truly and Larry Krueger stream on both of our channels. I think it's the best 49ers show out there. A lot of people who enjoy 49ers content think the same. You will too. I really believe that. I think we are fair and thorough and accurate, and we are on site, baby. It is good to have people who are actually around the team telling you what's going on around the team. That's just the way I see it. Thank you very much. Look at that. 3:20. We're ticking up, baby. 4th and 5. Let's get back to the action here at MetLife. We still got Mac Jones on the field on 4th and 5 coming out of the 2-minute warning. It looks like Kyle is running a play. Mac Jones, by the way, has a bloody nose. You can see he's got tissue in his nose. He's got a little blood, kind of like a Hitler stash. He's got a little rectus square of blood underneath his nose. This is just an awful lot of barking here. I think the 49ers are trying to draw Giants offsides. They've been undisciplined on the line of scrimmage. Kyle's just playing mind games right here. He is going to punt, I think. Well, no, hold on. So Kyle calls the timeout, which means maybe he is not going to be punting. Because you'd almost want to back it up a little to give your punter some more room from there. So is this, are we talking Eddie Pinheiro? Eddie's lining up. Eddie's lining up for a deep one. 54-yard attempt coming up here for Eddie. I mean, he's been good from 59. Eddie Pinheiro, it's a low liner, but like everything Eddie kicks, it is good. 17-7 49ers, Eddie getting it done. This guy, the reigning NFC special teams player of the month, he has made every single field goal since replacing Jake Moody. There you go. A little fist pump there from Kyle. That's what he wants to see. Kyle gets, the equivalent of football boners when you talk to him about how he wants to get that wraparound score. He loves to score at the end of the first half and with that first possession of the third quarter. And I'm telling you, if they come out and have a good play against the Giants defensively here, you're calling a timeout, and you might even try to score again before this half is over. I mean, how aggressive do you want to be here today, Kyle? We're about to find out. But there you go, kids. 17-7 49ers. Put respect on the money. NFC Special Teams Player of the Month, son. No doubt, Michael. He nailed it. It's nice to have a real kicker. It sure is, man. Eddie Money. Eddie Money. Did you know that Eddie Money was a cop on Long Island and his name was Eddie Monet? And some talent agent found Eddie Money on some open mic night in some tiny bar. And he's like, what do you do? He's like, I'm a cop. He's like, not anymore. He's like, what's your name? He's like, Eddie Monet. He's like, not anymore. You're Eddie Money. Eddie Pinheiro is officially Eddie Dinero. There you go. Iceman, Eddie Dinero. How about that? How about that? Different subject, but while we're in commercial break, it is the right time to talk about it. Yamamoto knotted up. Let me tell you, when Madison Bumgarner came into that game, Game 7, Giants, Royals, Kansas City, Mad Bum had like 2 days of rest before he did that. Yamamoto threw 96, 98 pitches in Game 6 and comes out and closes out Game 7. It is amazing how great of a World Series that was. The Toronto Blue Jays lost the World Series because of the ball in the wall and a galactic amount of terrible base running. Just terrible base running. They ran themselves out of a championship. The Toronto Blue Jays really did. And they also, I just thought, played regular season baseball in the postseason, which will get you beat more often than not. I didn't like that sacrifice bunt when Vladimir Guerrero led off the bottom of that inning with a double. I'm not giving away an out to get him over to third. I got big bats and I'm fucking swinging them. I thought that Toronto played great for the most part, but choked when it mattered most. Just played regular season baseball in the postseason, and I'll get you beat. But Yamamoto wasn't stud. I said like 6 pitches into his outing, I'm like, if this guy seriously, if this guy seriously is the winning pitcher of record, there's no doubt who the World Series MVP is. And sure enough. Okay, 1st and 10, minute 50 left. 49ers have 1 timeout remaining. Giants have all 3. Let's see. I mean, you want to talk about if there was ever a time for a turnover. We got another interception in this team this season. There aren't many of them, that's for sure. Not a lot available on 1st down. Maybe pick up 3 or 4 there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7. The clock is ticking. Second and 8. Jackson Dart is going to do a QB draw, but Niners are all over that. You got to expect Dart to run a little bit. Sam Aquinu gets in on that tackle. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. A minute remaining. I'm surprised Kyle hasn't used his last time out here. But okay, you maybe want that a little bit later. Let's see what you got on 3rd and 7. And we got to. Oh, now the Niners take a timeout? That was shitty clock management, Kyle. I don't know what to say. You should have taken that timeout 10 seconds ago. The Niners pissed away a good 11 or 12 seconds of clock time thinking about, do we want to take a timeout here? The Niners should hire me to clock manage for Kyle because he's just not great at it. There's a lot of things Kyle does well. Clock management, I wouldn't say, is exactly one of them. You know, it got to the point where you don't call that timeout. You were so late in the play clock. Why did you let all that time evaporate? It's just fucking A. Anyways, Niners up 10. Let's be happy. Niners up 10. Let's be happy. 3rd and 7. Big defensive play right here, right now. 49ers coming with 4 up front. Incomplete in the middle of the field. Clock stops. Punt is here. Pardon. Just absolute drop. Absolute drop. There's a gift there for the 49ers defensively. D. Winters was in the neighborhood, but he didn't affect that play at all. That was just a straight up drop. All right. Sky Moore, what do you got here? Fields the punt, running with it, hold on to it, don't make mistakes. Sky Moore, no mistakes, 38 seconds. And I wonder what Kyle does here. Is Kyle going to get all conservative? I bet he does. I don't think the 49ers are going to try to compete here with 38 seconds. Or, you know, this is where you just uncork one to a streaking, Jordan Watkins maybe? I don't know. Do the 49ers have a wide receiver who can run fast in a straight line? I don't think they do. I mean, take one deep shot. I mean, you're a completed deep shot away from being in Pinheiro field goal range. So I think you got to uncork one, right? I mean, you uncork one, even if it gets picked off, it's kind of like a punt in a situation that probably isn't going to come back to bite you in the rear end. Mac Jones. Oh, first of all, so Mac Jones throws up a lollipop, it gets tipped, and it comes down defensively. Interception. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? The 49ers just handed 3 points to the New York Giants with that. What in God's name? Colton McKivitz gets burned. Brian Burns puts the pressure on Mac. Ball goes up in the air, straight up in the air, and it is intercepted by a defensive lineman. I mean, you got to be kidding me. And that is a pass. That is a pass. It's no fumble coming out. What a colossal fuck up. What a colossal fuck up. The 2 possession lead you might have had is now almost guaranteed to be a 1 possession lead. Because you just gave the ball back to the Giants with 3 timeouts, 33 seconds left in field goal range already. What a disaster. Colton McKivitz just got cooked. Dude, what again? Kyle? Oh, that's so frustrating. That's not on Kyle. That's on McKivitz, though. I mean, do your job, Colton. Guy's getting just burnt this year. Well, nice defensive play there on first down. It'll be a timeout for the Giants. We're looking at 2nd and 12. But that's just bad luck, man. Got Diego Sanchez saying Mac is out here bleeding for San Francisco. I love that guy. Dude, Mac Jones is tough as hell. No doubt about it, Diego. That guy, given protection. Again, given Mac Jones protection, he's having a perfect afternoon. The one mistake that he's made is Colton McKivitz's mistake, not even his own, really. Drew in Denver, Eddie channeling his inner Jose Cortez. Thank you. We got, again, TFS. Did you see how short the leadoff was by Connor Falefa? Again, terrible base running. Yes, you got to be way down the line there if you're Connor Falefa. Hey, Jack, are you guys about to leave? Where you go? Come on. My son wants to say hello to everybody before they go out for a very nice, beautiful day. Where are you going, to a playground?
Beach.
You're going to the beach?
Yes.
Are you excited about going to the beach?
Yes.
Everybody, this is Jack. Jack's excited about going to the beach with his mom and his brother. 49ers are winning, but they just made a little bit of a mistake, though. Ooh, incomplete pass here. So let's see what happens. All right, bud? 3rd and 10. Big play right here. Defense needs to make a play. Did you have fun watching the World Series last night?
Yeah.
Did you learn a lot about baseball and batting averages last night? Did we use baseball to help teach you some math last night? Oh, thank you for giving me a hat.
That's totally
incomplete pass on 3rd and 10. It will not be, boys and girls, a touchdown here for the New York Giants, but they will be kicking to try to make it 17-10. Did you put on sunscreen?
Yes.
Are you ready to go?
Yes. But Ozzy.
What did Ozzy do?
Pooped.
Ozzy pooped?
Yes.
His pants?
Yes.
No.
He did.
Ozzy pooped his pants?
Yes.
That's not good. That's not good. Missed field goal. Oh, my God. Missed field goal, and the 49ers get a gift from the football gods. Wow. Wow, a missed field goal. Jack, you're good luck, buddy. You're good luck. You did that. Have a great day at the beach. I'm sorry your brother pooped his pants. That's rough on Jillian. Wow. What a gift from the football gods. What a gift. Wow. So now the Niners, Remy, bring Jack back, right? Bring him back. Kyle gets away with football murder right there. 49ers get away with football murder right there. Unbelievable. Huge. That's the biggest break the 49ers have caught in weeks. Biggest break the 49ers have caught in weeks. Surf is big today, Damon. I don't think the kids are going out in the ocean. Jack Bruce is a good name for middle linebacker. Jay Boogie, I thought the exact same thing. Jack Bruce is a guy who you don't fuck with Jack Bruce. Everyone's saying hi to Jack. Thank you very much. The regular's very, very sweet. So, look, all I can tell you is that the 49ers get into halftime without an awful lot of damage being done when it looked like they had opened themselves up for an unnecessary body blow. The New York Giants missed the punch that they threw. Thank God we signed McKivitz for 3 more years of this, J.D. Sugar. Look, man, there's not enough hills in San Francisco for him to run up this offseason, right? McKivitz is better than he's been playing in the last couple weeks. He really is. But it's been a rough go for McKivitz. No doubt about it. Fuji saying off topic, Yamamoto turned down San Francisco for LA. Well, yeah, that's the Dodgers have assembled the Japanese Olympic team, and they will benefit from that. And the money that they have spent doing that has already been returned to them tenfold in money, business, exposure, and titles. So while the San Francisco Giants are putting together their own National League All-Star team full of MVPs and then adding every legendary Japanese player all in real time at the same time, the San Francisco Giants have a Tennessee Volunteer who has never managed a single game in the major leagues. Take that, Doyers. Thank you, Fuji. We're going to get back to why we are all here today. Why we are all here today is talking 49er football, and what I need to do right here, right now, is start looking at what we are, what kind of stats, we got going on here. I got team stats, and that is always a really good place to start. Let me grow this screen if I possibly can. There we go. Hold on. Team stats. Here we go. Giants basically outgained the New York Giants by 100 yards. It's 190 to 98. I do like 6.1 yards per play, man. It's been a long time since you opened up a halftime box score and saw 6.1 yards per play. That's good. That's pretty good. The 49ers are running the ball today, looking more like themselves on the ground. You beat the New York Giants by running on the New York Giants. A little bit of an advantage in time of possession there for Kyle, and I know that he likes that. They get away with football murder, and the turnover at the end of the half does not haunt them. That's good news. That is good news. Let me take a look at some of these numbers. Again, what more do you want from Mac Jones? And 14 for 14? Is that a good enough first half for you from Mac Jones? 14 for 14 for Mac. McCaffrey, 11 carries, 43 yards. Again, average dipping under 4, but it was up there for a minute. Juwan Jennings, 4 catches, 41 yards, a touchdown. McCaffrey, he's got a touchdown reception as well. He just walked it in. 3 catches for Kittle. Happy to see him involved in the passing game a little bit. Kendricks got 1. Jordan Watkins got 1. Kyle Juszczyk's got 1. When you get lost between Bethune and New York City, the leading tackler, once again, I'm going to tell you, Tatum Bethune is a mini little Fred Warner, man. He doesn't play the pass as good as Fred does, but Tatum Bethune is a tackling machine. He is in everybody's bullshit all the time. I'm impressed with Tatum Bethune. Tatum Bethune is impressive enough to where this team hasn't even thought of trading for a middle linebacker. He's got this. So Bethune is playing really, really well. Meanwhile, the Giants, they got Jackson Dart sitting at 11 of 15, but only for 65 yards. If I'm going to have any sort of winner chicken dinner over on Sleeper, I'm going to need him to pick it up a little bit. I don't need him to put it in the end zone, but I got to get some passing yards for Jackson Dart, but other things are tracking well. And once again, let me welcome you to the channel. We got a few people who are just showing up in mass for the very. Thank you very much for checking us out at halftime. Hopefully you hit notify, you hit like and subscribe, and you plan on coming back here, or you plan on staying here for the second half. We are doing live watch parties every single time the 49ers play. We come back with wake-ups day after and day before 49ers play. Well, Fridays with me and Larry on our channels, and then Monday mornings we're back at it. I usually stream 11 a.m. West Coast time, Monday through Friday. So we're going to have an awful lot for you over here on Damon Bruce Plus. Please hit like and subscribe. It's wonderful to have your support. It really, really is. And it is an awesome community full of people. And it really is a community full of people that we put together over here. I see the same names, the same friends all the time in this chat, and they're coming from all over the world. Tell us where you're watching from here at halftime. The further away, the better. Are we in Bangladesh today? I think we were in Bangladesh last week. D. Lowe says, this is for the jar, Damon, from the artist formerly known as Barry McCockner. Good God. My goal is to get Larry to say the name out loud. Mission accomplished. Never grow up, kids. Baba Booey to you all. D. Lowe, I appreciate your art style as much as any grown adult could ever. We got another super coming in from pick 4949, not to be too negative, but when was the last time San Francisco did anything with the first possession of the second half? Let it be today. Games played, no longer a problem. Can't do anything to improve that. Come on out and look good. I like Kyle coming out of the locker room with a game plan. Hopefully today he gets into the end zone. What is your new win-loss prediction for the 49ers this season, Simeon, Fuji? It's the same as it was at the beginning of the season. I think the 49ers are going to win 11 football games. I think they're going to win 11 games, maybe 12. You know, a game like today is the difference between 11 and 12. As we said at the very dawn of this broadcast, over an hour and a half ago almost, the difference between 6-3 and 5-4, with the next game being against the Rams, is just huge. Hopefully 49er games get out of what feels like survival mode. Feels like the Niners are in survival mode all year long, and they have been. When does Brock Purdy return? When does Ricky Pearsall return? When does Brandon Ayuk even show up this year to participate? It's almost impossible to think that a team that has lost Fred Warner and Nick Bosa could conceptually improve in any way. But offensively, they will get better before this year is over. Defensively, again, we haven't seen much of Keon White, haven't used his name at all today, but Cleveland Farrell, who was added this week, he's got the only sack that the 49ers defense has in this game. I think we're getting a better Upton Stout every single week. He's playing a little bit better. I think this defensive line is going to grow into its pants a little bit before the end of the year, and it will hopefully at least remain serviceable. You know, I don't know if the 49ers are going to be able to like throw down, we can stand shoulder to shoulder with great defenses in this league. There are no great defenses in this league. Just be bend, don't break, decent enough to not embarrass yourself. I mean, I hate to set the bar so low, but I think that that's actually the right target for them to be shooting at. Given what they are, who they are, and what they've got, just tread water as long as you can. Now, do they have another move in them? You know, what I really liked about adding Keon White is it felt like this is the priced store they need to be shopping in. You know, they can't, I don't think they can make a trade at Bloomingdale's. They needed to make a trade at, you know, the grocery bargain outlet or, you know, Burlington Coat Factory. And in a year where they were preaching some austerity at the beginning of the year, it probably isn't time to dump too much more into this, because you also got to retain these draft picks, because God, do you have an offensive line that you need to improve starting soon, and it needs to be a priority. It really needs to become a priority for this franchise. They've been moneyballing themselves into bad situations on that offensive line. I know everybody likes the long, sexy pour. There it is. And by the way, this mug that you're looking at right here, right now, that's available in the store. Thank you very much for maybe thinking about picking up a little merch. All you got to do is hit like and subscribe, though. Thank you for the supers. You can help this channel out immensely, though, with just a touch of your finger, though. Hit like, hit subscribe. 750 people in the room, all watching live right now. It's about 400 on YouTube, with 350-ish people coming from both Twitter and on Twitch. My goodness, we are on Twitch today. Why not? Let's have 9 people watch me over there. How many ounces is that mug, Damon? How many ounces? I can't answer questions like that. I don't know. It's a normal coffee mug. Yeah, that's got to be 12 ounces, right? 12-ounce coffee mug. That's what I think. By the way, Quesadilla Thrilla sent his $10 super before. Hold on, where is he? He was right here. He's like, couldn't put in a comment. But thank you very much for the super. Really appreciate it, Quesadilla. Really appreciate you. Fuji again coming in here. Hoodie merch incoming soon to the store. Is that what you want? Would a hoodie be something that you would want? We'll think about it. We'll see. It's whatever Jillian does. I don't know how to do anything. But thank you very much for wanting something. Fuji is incredibly generous with his supers. He has made purchases in the store. If all of you supported this channel the way that Fuji Simeon supports this channel, I mean, my God, we would only have to do one show a week during the watch party. We'd be so successful. Coffee cup merch. Yes, there is. Thank you very much, Frisco Pisco, for asking. Tyler saying, hey, man, I'd buy a hoodie for sure. All right. Don't sell yourself short. Man, keep this world going. Now, we're going to keep it going. What we got here? Tell Krug to let you talk more, Damon. He talks the whole time when you guys have a show. That's what I want. I can lay back and not have to do all the heavy lifting. Here's the thing. It's not like we're up against a commercial break. We're not running out of time. He's not taking oxygen away from me. I'm a big prescriber to let Larry cook. It's where the good stuff comes from. Kenny Power says, Damon, you need an endorsement deal, bro. What are you talking about? Endorsement deals? They're all around us. They're all around us, starting with absolutely delicious sandwiches from Ike's. I mean, you want an endorsement? I am a sandwich at Ike's. Go order Ike's. If you do that right now, maybe your sandwich is getting to your front door before the 1 o'clock West Coast games begin. I got an endorsement with my great friends at the Dubliner, and what great friends I have at the Dubliner, and Kenny and John. They had a wonderful, wonderful place for us to gather for Plus Mania just a handful of weeks ago. Getting together with so many of you came on out. It means the world to me. Thank you so very much for that level of support. It's so humbling and beautiful that we've actually become like friends. Like we've gotten to meet each other and know each other. So many of us. That's what I love about this. I really, really do. And hey, while we're out here having a little fun, let's try to get some money made. Our good friends at Sleeper have been supporting this channel as well all football season long. And do they have an awful lot of fun to offer over in the world of prop bets and to put a little action on the game? It is the world's fastest growing fantasy site, and the user interface is unbelievable. Let's see how our sleeper picks are looking today. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. Ka-ching. Kendrick Bourne, I need him over 39.5 receiving yards. Right now, Kendrick Bourne has 21 receiving yards, so he needs to get to 40. Mac Jones, over 21.5 completions. He needs just 8 more completions for that to happen. Niners, by the way, have started. We are underway. They've run their first play on 1st and 10. So special teams and a penalty, I believe, gets them really nice starting field position here as the third quarter is officially now underway. Jackson Dart needs to get, and here's the thing, with the Giants behind 10, I think Jackson Dart will start tracking for the over 204.5 receiving yards. We will see. Again, if we do reach our goal of 50 supers, we're going to kick it into Club Plus. We have 16 to go before we get there for that. Niners have 5 yards to go before they pick up a first down. That was a throw out to Kyle Juszczyk, and it's an incomplete pass, 3rd and 5. I do not want to see a 3 and out to open this second half, Kyle. That's the first inaccurate ball we have seen from Mac Jones all day. It's his first incomplete pass today. So the Mac Jones turnover earlier was ruled a fumble, not an interception, by the way. Sorry, I missed that in real time. Hey, diddle diddle, completion in the middle. That guy's name? George Kittle. There you go, George. Moving those sticks. First down, 49ers. On the Giants side of midfield, Mac, little pressure right in his lap. He has to just let that one go. Christian McCaffrey saying he's gotten held back a little bit in his route. I don't think he's going to lobby for any sort of flag right there. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the 49ers offense. Okay. We'll get back to some supers after this play on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey picks up 4, running to the left. Flag is on the play. Where is it coming from? Is that in the area of holding? What do we got on this flag? Holding. Defense. Okay. Defensive holding on the New York Giants. It's a little help right there. Dexter Lawrence. Fabulous player, but he tried to cheat right there and didn't get away with it. By the way, T Guns, just putting $1 in the ganja jar. Thank you very much, T Guns. I really appreciate that. Let's go Christian McCaffrey around the right side. Did he pick up that first down, or did he get run out before he picked up his 2? It was 3rd and 2 after that Lawrence penalty. Mr. Holiday. Damon, how are you, sir? Well, better that you're here, Mr. Holiday. Thank you for being a member for 18 months, nearly 2 years. You've been supporting this channel each and every month. You're always in the chat. Thank you so very much. We officially have a quarterback controversy. Bill, I don't think so. I don't think you have a quarterback controversy as much as you have a really good backup quarterback, which is fantastic. If there's no controversy in Kyle's mind, there is no controversy. I know content creators love it. I know Sports Talk loves it. I don't think it's real. I really don't. Now, if Brock is able to return fully healthy and doesn't play well, I mean, now you got a door that maybe does swing back. But I need to see Brock come back and play terribly before I'm saying there's something here. It's not just what Mac Jones does to create a quarterback controversy. It's going to be what Kyle does. Terrible pitch there to Christian McCaffrey, who gets spun out of bounds for a 4-yard loss. He was trying to run behind Trent Williams, but Phillips comes up, just shoots the slot, and McCaffrey got buried there. So, negative play. Again, they're showing a stat that says Christian McCaffrey's got the highest percentage of plays since like the Mike Singletary, Frank Gore era. This is, because Mike Singletary didn't know how to run anything but Frank Gore. Let's see. A first down to Sky Moore. Sky Moore getting snaps from scrimmage. How about that? And he does a really nice job. Sky Moore. Just a little in route. Catches it, finds a soft spot in the zone right there, battles for a few more yards with his legs. Okay, Sky Moore, I take back what I've said about you, your family, and everything. 1st and 10, 49ers from their Giants 11-yard line. An end around to Kittle, and the Giants are just all over it. That was not a good play. That was a little clever, and Kyle got a little cute right there. Again, when you're just winning from the line of scrimmage, I don't think you need to get cute. And running on the New York Giants has been a pretty good-looking task for the 49ers so far. Second and 13. The Niners have one step forward, one step backwards here. Incomplete pass looking for Demarcus Robinson. That's the first time we said the name Demarcus Robinson today. I'm telling you, man, Demarcus Robinson has just been really disappointing. Really disappointing. Yeah, little alligator arms right there. I'll agree. Mac looking to the end zone on 3rd and 13. He had Juwan Jennings, but Jennings, good defense there by the Giants. 4th and 13, and here comes Eddie Pinheiro. Because you called him Thomas. Yeah, it's my fault. By the way, a little pass interference kind of on Juwan in that end zone. No? Look like they had arms around him. Eddie Pinheiro, 33 yards. Of course. This is what Eddie does. Eddie Pinheiro looks at a field goal. He's like, what do you need? Cool. Gotcha. It is 20-7. And two more solid defensive possessions against a Niner or a Giants offense that just isn't doing an awful lot. You get one turnover here, you could be in the barn, man. This was just a handle your business day. Handle your business. It's all I'm looking for. It is survival mode. We're not going to go back over the film. There's not an awful lot to learn from today. Just get out of New York 6-3, home to meet the Rams. That's what you just get to 6-3. That is it. And they're on their way. They're on their way after allowing the Giants to go right down the field on the opening drive of the game to find 7. And after allowing the Giants a real shot at a chip shot field goal at the end of the first half, it has been a shutout for the 49ers defensively since that opening drive. So on a day where the defense isn't exactly sizzling, the silver cloud is it's been a shutout since the opening drive. The silver lining, I guess I should say. Yeah, no carries for George Kittle ever again, please. Just didn't need that. I mean, we all know that George has got the talent to maybe succeed in that play, but it didn't work. That was for sure. You know, when you are handing negative plays to your quarterback with these, tosses and soft pitches and slow developing run plays to the outside, it's not working. Niners did as much to slow themselves down on that drive as the Giants did. Mac Jones is getting his knee looked at a little bit there. Got Adrian Martinez in the in the Microsoft Surface. I'm not saying he's about to play or anything like that, but we got a little physical maintenance going on right now for Mac Jones, who has wiped away his bloody little mustache, which is good. Special teams doesn't make a massive mistake. That's got to be a good thing. And it's going to be the New York Giants here, starting at about, the 28-yard line? 30-yard line? Everyday Eddie Pinheiro. Curtis Robinson with the tackle on special teams. First and 10. Dart is complete for about a 7-yard gain to Robinson. 8-yard gain, setting up 2nd and 2. Joe, thank you again for another super, Joe. A dumbass tight end sweep, Damon. Stop killing the momentum of your own drives by outsmarting yourself, Kyle. The Giants secondary stinks. Throw the ball. Well, they stink running too. So I understand you want to give them a few different looks. But yeah, I mean, it feels like, what are your sort of ever-present criticisms of Kyle? It feels like throughout his tenure, when he finds something that works, instead of just sticking with what's working, he sees finding something that works as an opportunity to find something else that works more than he just sticks with it. We got Jackson Dart now taking off and running, a flag on the play, and I bet you that's holding on the Giants offensive line. Or it's going to be, look at it this way, it's either going to be holding by someone in that 49ers secondary, or that's holding up front. Yeah, holding on the 49ers secondary, way downfield. Upton Stout, he got caught. Moses wants to drop a little, duck the Fodgers. I hear you. Let me just officially let you know. It is, based on my own observations, I think the Dodgers are going to be a problem. Good God. They're so good. They're so good. And they still needed an awful lot of Toronto pissing down their own legs to win that World Series. But it was what an entertaining A+ World Series all the way around. I mean, we'll remember that one forever. We will absolutely be talking about the 2025 World Series as one of the best ever played. One of the most entertaining. More Watkins. Yeah, we haven't gotten nearly enough of Jordan Watkins at this point in time in his career, much less today. Jordan Watkins is hardly to be relied upon. This is just his 2nd ever game, but you just like to see him get involved. And another, what are your sort of ever-present complaints? It feels like every time you watch a football game around this league, coaches are force-feeding guys, and they're able to continue to force-feed their best targets, where Kyle, I don't even know if he knows how to identify his best target or who he thinks his best target is. But whatever's really popping, other than like the day that they really overfed Kendrick Bourne, they don't continue to go. Again, they go away from what's working in the name of finding something else that works more than they just stick with what's working. That would be my number one offensive criticism, I think, of Shanahan. And it's not a case of the two cutes. It's a case of the two curious. Like, why aren't you happy with what's working? Why are you constantly looking for something else? You know, you don't need to set up that next play when the first play is working over and over and over and over and over again. We will try to deal with spam as it comes in. We'll do the very best we can. It did feel like they did melt down. I mean, again, you lost 2 at home. World Series right there, and you go 0 for 2 at home with base running errors to begin and end every game. Go Bruce Zilla. Thank you very much, Quesadilla Thrilla. 13-point lead in the NFL is absolutely nothing. I would agree with you. So stay on your P's and Q's here. 49ers defense. Jackson Dart under a little bit of pressure here. And he is going to have to run, and he gets hit really hard in the middle of the field. Wow. You don't want to see Jackson Dart taking that hit if you are the New York Giants. Oh, my God. Robert Beal Jr. actually created a little bit of pressure. And guess what Jackson Dart just did? Personal unnecessary roughness. Dude, that was a good old-fashioned tackle. What do you do? Dude, he's a running back. They say he got him in the head. Tatum Bethune, that is a bullshit call. That is not unnecessary roughness. That is ridiculous. Tatum Bethune's head was to the shoulder pad more than it was straight up to the helmet. Jackson Dart did a terrible job getting caught between I'm trying to be a tough guy and a slide, so he sort of went halfway. And when you get lost between Bethune and a bullshit call, that's what happens right there. 1st and goal for the Giants. That sucks. That Tatum Bethune did nothing wrong right there. 1st and goal, just like that. Some hand fighting on a throw to Slayton to the end zone, 2nd and goal. Yeah, Thomas Selman, the refs did screw you right there. That was bullshit. Are they going to, so Lenore was a little physical right there. Is that a foul in the end zone? Are the Giants about to have it right on the doorstep? Oh, no foul on the play. They're going to pick that flag up. You know what that is? That's a little, so it feels like a little bit of a makeup call because Diamador Lenore, I think, did more to pass interfere than Tatum Bethune did to create an unnecessary roughness penalty. Diamador Lenore feeling spicy. Don Mattingly's curse is real. Jays never had the chance. Oh, poor Donnie Baseball. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. Jackson Dart tucks it and starts to run. This is a quarterback draw designed all the way, and the 49ers are on it. That's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Third and goal, one of the biggest plays in the game for the 49ers defensively right here and now. Throw underneath. Big tackle made right there. Malik Mustafa comes on up. Huge tackle from Mustafa. Maybe his biggest play since returning from IR, man. That was a real nice tackle. Boom. There you go. So now, are the Giants in a 2-possession game just going to take the field goal? Of course they are. Graham Gano, who is 0 for 1 today. He missed from 45. Graham Gano, he's got a cheapie right here, a little 22-yarder. I think, by the way, kicking a 22-yard field goal in the modern NFL is a bitch move, even in a 2-possession game. By the way, it remains a 2-possession game. 20-10. I see the spam coming in. I'm on it best I can. Hey, this spam just means we got an audience that other people are trying to glom onto. I know the spam is annoying, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. And neither is that score. I know giving up the field goal there is annoying, not necessarily a bad thing. And, if you did, you could say the 49ers defense just bowed their neck a little bit right there and got the good stop that they needed to get. Again, there isn't a lot pretty happening today. I just need it to be serviceable. And that's what you need too. A touchdown ends this game. Thomas, maybe a little bit too much game left for me to feel that good about it. But yeah, you score a touchdown here offensively for the 49ers. You're sitting as pretty as you possibly can here. So we'll see. I am so sick and tired of the dry cough that I've had for 2 weeks. Oh, the joy of fatherhood. Joe Young says Trent Green is surprised the Giants didn't go for it. Yeah, again, I don't think in a modern football world, I am trading a chip shot cheapy field goal for the usual lousy field position that you then give to your defense after, because of the new dynamic kickoff thing. I think the dynamic kickoff changes how you have to look at short field goals. I would rather just get the ball to start the game. Stop deferring. We never succeed on that second possession. Pick 49. Again, you're using the word never a little bit too strongly there. I like getting the ball in the second half. I do. I do. Now, I would maybe take the ball in the first half on the road so you don't invite a crowd into a game early. But for the most part, I think I'm deferring for the most part, too. I don't have a problem with that. Pick 49. But I hear you. Not going to argue with you. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, drive the field. Field goals less than 30 yards should be worth 2 points. Jason, not a bad idea. It would discourage a lot of teams from kicking it. All right, Sky Moore on special teams. Does not do a particularly good job on that return. He only gets it out to the 25. All right. First and 10, and it's time to run the ball. It's time to make this third quarter go away. I want a 6-minute drive here. I want to see a 6-minute drive, 49ers. I don't want the Giants to touch this football until the beginning of the fourth quarter. That, to me, is the goal. Start sitting on time of possession a little bit here. Control the ball. Another handoff to McCaffrey. Close to a first down. Maybe we're talking 3rd and 1. Coming off a 2nd and 3 play. Third and 1. I mean, are you just going to sneak Mac Jones here? This could be a QB sneak. Oh, Kyle Juszczyk. Dude, again, why are you getting cute with that? Kyle Juszczyk does pick up the first down, but Kyle Juszczyk goes in motion. He goes under center. Kyle Juszczyk doesn't carry the ball well. I just feel like that's a case of the two cutes, and there's a flag on the play. And if it's on the 49ers, illegal shift, there you go. Your real too cute, clever play was an illegal shift, Kyle, on 3rd and 1 while you're averaging 5 yards. You want Kyle Juszczyk to get in play. It's just pathetic, man. What the fuck are you doing? Why? Why are you doing this gimmick shit? Why are you getting gimmicky? Third and 6 now. 3rd and 6 because Kyle got goofy. That ball was batted behind the line of scrimmage by Brian Burns. 4th and 6. Here's the thing. The swing pass, I wasn't going to even get there. Dude, Kyle, what are you doing, dude? Kyle is calling a bad play for every good play he's called in the second half. He is forcing negative yardage upon his own offense with these bad decisions. And so my dream of a 6-minute drive evaporates quickly, and it's punt time once again for Thomas Morstead. 3rd and 1 becomes 4th and 6 because Kyle got a case of the cutes. Buffoonery. Just letting a piece of shit New York Giant football team hang around because you wanted to be clever. Terrible. All right, so a formal invitation to the New York Giants to remain in this football game just sent by Kyle Shanahan and his coaching staff to the New York Giants stable address, P.O. Box, wherever they get their mail. I just don't know why you would do that if you were Kyle. That drives me nuts. All right, so what I need now is Jackson Dart to start moving the ball in the air a little bit so I can hit on my sleeper pick today. At some point, I'm going to start rooting for my own interests here. I'd like the Niners to win, of course, but I also want to hit a sleeper today. I need Kendrick Bourne to start getting involved in this offense again. Mac Jones, you got to start getting your completions down again. And I know Kyle's sort of screwing you out of that. Jackson Dart, nowhere close to his 204.5 passing yards. Not yet, anyways. Jackson Dart only sitting at 75 passing yards. Sleeper, though. I tell you, I love playing it each and every week. I look forward to making this bet. It's the first thing I do on my phone on Sunday morning. Sleeper is just a fantastic fantasy app that is out there right now that I want you to check out. Download Sleeper. Make sure you use promo code Damon. You get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit up to $100, and you will quickly see why. This is the fastest growing online sports community you will find. Chats, stats, all in real time. The user interface, I really mean it. It's better than on any other site I have ever seen. We are proud to be a partner with Sleeper this year. Thanks to them very, very much for supporting the channel. We always thank my man Ike for supporting the channel. No one has done so longer, more consistently than Ike and his sandwiches. I need you to put an Ike sandwich in your mouth as fast as you humanly can, and you got to bring your mouth to an Ike sandwich. If you can't get an Ike sandwich to you, consider moving. Consider relocating on behalf of Ike Sandwiches. They are that good. And if you're in San Francisco, hopefully we'll be bumping into you at the Dubliner West Portal soon enough. I love Kenny and John. I absolutely love that bar. Any bar that's got high school football helmets in it, it's my kind of bar. Here's the thing. Is it a sports bar? No, it's just a great bar. But it's a bar you can watch a lot of great sports in. It's just perfect. It's what a bar is supposed to be. Thanks to our friends at the Dubliner West Portal. Thank you again to Sleeper. Thank you to Ike's. Thank you to all of you for being here today. Thank you for the super chats. Indeed. Ooh, let me get this up. Let me get that up. And let me get back to you here in these comments. Again, no, we're not firing Kyle. A couple of bad plays don't mean fire Kyle in a game that you're winning with backups everywhere on the road. We're not firing Kyle. But we're not going to pretend that he's some unfallible, unquestionable, no reason to complain about what we're seeing, because what we're seeing seems to be poor choices. I would love to see a turnover right here, and I know you would too. But when it comes to forcing turnovers, this is not what the Niners are good at this year. Bend, don't break. That's what they're looking at right here. Bend, don't break. And on first down, they do a nice job containing that running game. It's going to be 2nd and 9 after just a 1-yard gain. Again, that Tatum Bethune hit is every single time you look at it, it gets worse. He did nothing to draw that penalty. Nice tackle there from Diamador Lenore. Trying to still tackle. D. Winters comes in and helps him clean it up. Slayton got met right where he caught the ball by Lenore. Did I just hear them say that Upton Stout is out with a knee? Did Kevin Harlan just say that? 3rd and 2. It's a touchdown or it's a heart attack. First down. First down, pass out of the backfield to Tracy. Oh, Upton Stout is back in this game. That's good. Tyler, I'm literally eating an Ike's sandwich right now. How happy are you? Tyler, seriously, give us a review of this sandwich here. I'll bring it up. Someone says Stout concussion, but he's already out back there. So there's no the concussion schmushin. Sam Aquinu, pressure, sack of Jackson Dart. Look at that. Sam Aquinu, how about it? Sam Aquinu gives the Bosa a shrug. A second sack on Jackson Dart today. Little bit of pressure there. Thank you, Sam Aquinu. Look at that. Just a bull rush move. Oh, my God. He just ate that dude's lunch. Nice job. Nice job, Aquinu. 2nd and 17 now for the New York Giants. From their own 30. Jackson throws underneath the Slayton. Picks up maybe 7. And it's going to be looking at 3rd and 10 here for the New York Giants coming up. 3rd and 9, pardon me. This delay is out of control. Am I way behind you? I'm watching on YouTube. I'm as caught up as I can be here on YouTube. Jackson Dart, 3rd and 9, incomplete. Tatum Bethune get in on that? Was that his coverage? No, that was Diamador Lenore. Pardon me. My TV froze for just a second right there. Nice defense, Renardo Green. Oh, that was great defense from Renardo Green. Really nice play. He got his hand in there. That was first Downsville. It really was. Here comes a punt. 5th punt of the day for the New York Giants. All right, Sky Moore fields it, brings it up to about the 24, and so. Hey, Kyle, can you just hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey? I mean, it's what you're best at, and today's the day to run. And Brian Robinson Jr. has 1 carry for 16 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 17 carries for 56 yards. Maybe give Brian Robinson Jr. a touch. Run the ball. Run the ball. Right now, you don't need to get another touchdown on the scoreboard as much as you need to take 8 minutes off the damn clock here to start the 4th quarter. Yeah, and I could use 2 more catches for Kendrick Bourne here too. I need him to get some yardage going. Jackson Dart is going to be the reason why my sleeper parlay doesn't come in today. I can already feel it, but it's going to mean the Niners are doing well. So, I'm fine with that. I'll be happy to give away $25 to the football gods if the 49ers are 6-3 today. Just be 6-3 after this game. That is it. Get to 6-3. Again, we're a handful of supers away from getting into Club Plus. Can we take the KT back home with us, Bruce? Can we take the KT? What's the KT? I'm sorry, I don't know. What is KT? Matthew McClure says, from what you've seen so far, Damon, would you say that the 49ers need to add most before Tuesday at the trade deadline? Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. I think that they have made their trade. I think that they have made their move. I don't think that Trey Hendrickson is going to be a 49er. And if I'm wrong about that, I'd be thrilled. Oh, excuse me. Kayvon Thibodeau. Pardon me. I appreciate that. Thank you very much there, Sportsfan 521, for the translation. I mean, maybe the Giants would be willing to make a trade. I don't think I'm the New York Giants giving away too much defense with an emerging offense. Kendrick Bourne. That's a reception, Kendrick Bourne. There you go. Kendrick Bourne, second catch of the day. He's got 34 yards now. Sports fan. So you're welcome, my man. Hey, please and thank yous, and you're welcome. I'm preaching this with my boys every day. Christian McCaffrey in some open air, in some open space, picks up a first down. CMC, I saw that too. Is Kittle hurt again? Is he not out there right now? I don't know anything about that. Don't get me worried about anything, please. If there has been a George Kittle out of this game announcement, I haven't heard it. Excuse me. Oh, I'm on the verge of a head cold, and I hate it. I've been that way for like 2 weeks now. McCaffrey up the middle, first down, and that will bring to an end the third quarter. Ooh, more spamming. We'll try to delete as it comes in. Yeah, I don't think George Kittle's hurt. Look at Sam Aquinu giving us almost like a little bit of a Sam Cassell big balls dance right there. Moses, you are so good looking. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Again, first downs, yards for Bourne, first downs, yards for Bourne, first downs, yards for Bourne. That's what we need. Matthew, no. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being generous. Thank you for throwing 5 in the ganja jar. Really, really appreciate you, Matthew. Thank you. Get 7 here. I mean, now we're getting greedy, right? Now we're getting greedy. It's all right to get greedy. I don't mind. Let's let me get a little personally greedy. Would you allow me some personal greed right here? Would you allow me to get a little greedy when it comes to these subs? Look at that, by the way. We started at 305 today. We've added almost 20 something subs this show alone. I always appreciate that. We want to be at 50,000 subs come the bye week. I'm not getting there without you getting aggressive. If you are watching for the very first time and you dig what you're seeing, man, thank you very much for thinking about hitting that subscribe button. It'll bring you back here, hopefully, every game as your second screen for the remainder of the season. You hit subscribe, you hit notify, you'll be alerted whenever we go live, which we do every Monday through Friday about 11 a.m., unless I'm volunteering to be the Pumpkin King at my kids' elementary school. Middle school, God forbid, we're not there yet. Oh, thank you very much. Did you see that little odometer just scroll? Trying to get to 50,000 by the bye week. Need your help to get there. Thank you so very, very much. Let's see. What do we got? We got Matt. Thank you for being awesome. We already got that one. Thank you for a chamomile tea. Mikey V, thank you very, very much, Mikey. And how about this? A new member of the initiated has officially joined us. Ryan, thank you. Thank you very much, Ryan. I mean, supporting the channel with a monthly membership, I could not ask for more than that. Thank you, brother, for a cup of tea. For a cup of chamomile tea is all it's going to cost you. Smoke your marijuana. Well, thanks to my friends JJ Rader and Joe Sullivan, we got plenty of that. Those guys were pounding the ganja jar. McCaffrey up the middle. A good, easy 6 for McCaffrey up the middle. Happy to see that. And we are underway, and the clock is ticking. 2nd and 5 here in the 4th quarter. Melanie Collins, who, by the way, is absolutely a really, really nice person. I've met Melanie. She is as nice as she is pretty. And Melanie Collins, I mean, she's just dime piecing over on that sideline. Hand the ball to McCaffrey again. Nice little counter runs from McCaffrey there. Nice little vision from McCaffrey. He's getting all these cutbacks right now. Bree Tucker says, at least subscribe for the Seinfeld quotes. Bree, you want to be my latex salesman? Come on. Thank you. Tyler says, Damon, I got the Adam Richmond. My wife got the Timmy Lincecum. Just pop mine in the oven for a second. It's delicious. The Adam Richmond is one of my absolute favorites. I love the Adam Richmond. You get chicken fingers on that. You get a little ham. You get some cheese. You get all sorts of sauces. I love the Adam Richmond. That's a good fat boy sandwich right there. Nice, Tyler. Grant just posted that this is the kind of game that Russell Wilson would beat the 49ers in. Yeah, well, he ain't playing today, so who gives a shit? And you know what? Russell kicked the Niners' ass for years in a row by being a mobile, jitterbug, hard-to-deal-with quarterback. It might have helped a little bit today. I don't think Grant is necessarily wrong, but it just pointing that out right now is completely useless. You know, it's very also safe to say that Mac Jones would have been sacked had Lawrence Taylor been in this game, probably more pressured than he's even dealt with today. But Lawrence Taylor's not playing today, just like Russell Wilson. Pepper Johnson, unavailable. No Bill Parcells. What are you talking about? Shout out Pepper Johnson. I'm glad we got a Pepper Johnson reference on the show today, just for giant lore. Okay, 2nd and 5. Again, handing it off. Brian Robinson now churning out some hard yards. Brian Robinson picks up 10. Happy to see that. Tick, 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 tick. 3 minutes already chewed up here in this 4th quarter by the 49ers. Just running. We got Tuba Sun God said Kittle is hopping on that leg a little bit. Well, hey, diddle. Hope everything's fine there. He's still in the game. And that was a really nice block that he just threw right there. Wait a minute. we're officially 2 supers away. Oh, Brian Robinson Jr. just playing big boy football, runs it in. Wow, I wasn't even expecting that. Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown as a member of the 49ers. He took that one, let's see, 18-yard touchdown run. Look at Brian Robinson just lowering the boom. That was a big boy. Brian Robinson Jr. has officially contributed. First rushing touchdown this season. How about that? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Folks, I got some really, really good news for 49ers fans. You're leading by 17. 27-10 and looking in control. I mean, it hadn't been the prettiest game. We are not judging the swimsuit portion of this competition. I don't care if she can play an instrument. I just need her to come out here and not fall over in her ball gown. We can name her Miss America. Just don't fall over in the heels as you're walking down the aisle with your scepter. No style points today. I don't give a shit about who looks good. I don't give a shit about who played well. 6-3. That's it. 6-3 and be a different football team. The Niners are a different football team every week. So don't tell me that there's, consistency from one week to the next. A handful of guys are playing one week, not the next, all the time. Just get to 6-3. Then it's the Rams. You win that game again. You're talking about sitting pretty again. Well, there's a lot I don't like about this year. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What you like is not more up for discussion than a record if there's really going to be a 7-3 football team with a win over the Rams. That would just be outstanding. We've been kicking Kyle around just a little bit here today. You know that. I know that. He's a Coach of the Year candidate right now. Start the bus, get that bottle out. We're not doing bottles today. We're going to spend some time this afternoon with the kids, but we do have Jared Phelps coming in for a super. That's 50 supers, kids. And you know what that means? It's been a while. I mean, back by popular demand. Can they do it again? Does America's squeakiest disco ball work on a Sunday? What do you know? Let me turn on the other light too. Let's make it a real party. Hold on. Hey, it's 12:30 on the West Coast. Pop your Molly. Welcome to Club Plus here. It's going to be a sexy show. I haven't looked better since the last time you saw me as a sandwich, right? I mean, come on. Like, who cared? You have to look at Damon? Sorry, I tried to have a career on the radio. They forced me over here. I didn't want it. I didn't want it to be this way, but this is the way it's got to be. You were never supposed to see me. But here we are. Damon, you look good as a giant chicken. I mean, anything to entertain the kids, Doug. Anything to entertain the kids. You want some twerking? Seriously? What's it? Hell, I done pays to the liquor store. Go, you go ahead. Damon, you're only missing a black light. I don't want you to see all the semen. So no, we're not going to have that. Oh, hold on. Is it my DJ's birthday? Let's party. Dude, Jude, happy birthday, man. Jude spun records at Plus Mania. He's such a great guy. Thank you. Big play by Jackson Dart. An awful lot of yards just being gobbled up right there in one play by the New York Giants. He found He found Slayton right in the middle of the field, beat Malik Mustafa in coverage. So 1st and 10, and the Giants got a little something going right here, right now. Okay. See, this is a party, right? Again, Jackson Dart. If you hit your yardage over in garbage time, that's fine with me. I think Kendrick Bourne might be the guy who undoes me in my sleeper pick today. Look at this. Happy birthdays coming in for Jude. Happy birthdays. Third and 3. I mean, it is 4th down territory all the rest of the game here for the New York Giants. So 3rd and 3 doesn't quite come with the drama. Well, let's see what the Niners got here defensively. Jackson Dart is just keeping it and sweeping around the right-hand side. He will pick up the first down with his legs, and he gets out of bounds. But you don't stop the clock at this point in the game here, Jackson. Nice design QB run. Man, he's an athlete, man. Jackson Dart isn't having the best day throwing the football, but he's good. I mean, I'm impressed by the rookie. I really am. He's going to be good for the New York Giants. You know, though, Russell Wilson would be winning this game. No, I'm just kidding. Nice run there. Renardo Green comes in and makes a tackle about 15 yards downfield. Okay. Here, should we put a little bit more light on this? There we go. But again, thanks to everyone who made Club Plus come alive with the 50 supers that we've had so far today. I do appreciate you. You can keep them on coming in if you'd like to. Damon, fish or the dead? Did you ask me to choose between my boys? We don't make those choices. We don't even answer questions like that. I mean, it's both. I need both. Offsides on Mykel Williams. It's really the first time that we've used Mykel Williams' name today. That offsides penalty right there. He gets lost in the sauce a little bit, you know. I guess I'm looking forward to year 3 of Mykel Williams. All right, so inside the 10-yard line, the New York Giants have gotten themselves into scoring position quickly here on this drive. Handoff up the middle. That is going to be brought down before another first down is gained. So looking at 2nd and very short, 17-point lead. There will be 8 minutes to play by the time the Giants run their next play here. No more snaps for CMC or Kittle in this game. We'll see. I don't know if you're there yet, especially if Jackson Dart runs this in, which he just did. Jackson Dart takes that around right-hand side, almost the same play that they run to pick up that first down. Jackson Dart, rushing touchdown. Things just got a little bit more interesting, didn't they? Let me go ahead. Nice blocking there by the Giants offensive line. I mean, Jackson Dart, dude, this kid's an athlete. I think it's safe to say that none of us would be making it around the edge in an NFL game. None of us. Well, it's a really nice thing that Graham Gano, by the way, missed a field goal earlier in the game. That keeps this a 2-possession game right now for the 49ers. And the name of the game now for the Niners is tick, tick, tick. That's what they're playing. They're playing tick, tick, tick football. It feels like a good day to play tick, tick, tick football because the Giants have just been giving up that run more than most. 30 carries, 134 yards on the ground, 4.5 average. Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown of the year. Christian McCaffrey scored earlier today on a receiving touchdown. So it's tick, tick, tick football time. Junior Workman, 9552. We love you in YouTube land, Damon. No West Coast radio in West Virginia. Well, here's the deal. I'm glad that I can reach you now, because no radio signal from San Francisco ever got to West Virginia. So thank you very, very much. Go Mountaineers. I mean, it really is amazing to, get messages. Damon, I'm watching in Thailand. Thank you. It's incredible. It's incredible. It really is technology that is, who could have ever thought we'd have anything like this? Tick, tick is Shanny's weakness. I mean, I hope not today. I don't think it should be anyone's weakness today. The New York Giants are inviting you to play tick, tick, tick football. What I want Kyle Shanahan to do is stop doing stupid illegal formation. Dumb Kyle Juszczyk is the ball carrier as a QB sneak decoy nonsense. Brian Robinson Jr., get him touches now. Set up a play action for Kendrick Bourne. Why not, right? Most games with a passing touchdown and rushing touchdown in a single season. Jackson Dart, in the small handful of starts, is already the most touchdowningest, runningest quarterback in Giants history. How about that? Okay. I mean, we go places that no other people can even reach. Big T watching all the way from Sacramento. Oh, my gosh. Thank you for watching, Big T. Tell Grant Napier we said hello. Oh, look at Brian Robinson. Oh, my God, he's staying in bounds. He's going up the sidelines. Wow, nice return, Brian Robinson. You just earned more touches from scrimmage there, brother. Get that ball to Brian Robinson. What a nice return from Brian Robinson. 49ers special teams actually getting something done. Wow. Wow, he just worked up that sideline. So, a great field position to start this drive of tick, tick, tick football. I mean, I don't want to see this ball snapped with, anything more than 2-3 seconds on a play clock the rest of this afternoon. Mack turns around, Christian McCaffrey right up the middle, but he gets nowhere. I want a run play or a screen play, but just don't run right into the back of your center. Joe Young, just go score again and get the hell out of here. Yeah, I mean, that would be real easy. Oh, shout out Sacramento. Like the beam. Kings look great this year, if you don't mind me saying. Ugh. All right, we go under 7 minutes to play. McCaffrey on the run. On the run, peels it back inside. Christian McCaffrey, one of his most explosive plays of the entire year. That had to have been 45 receiving yards there for Christian McCaffrey. Monster play, right in rhythm, got him in stride. Beautiful little throw from Mac Jones. 49ers are going to win this football game today, kids. Things are just starting to really set up that, wow, I mean, just wide open. McCaffrey. And he keeps it in bounds. He brings it back inside. It's a beautiful play. Beautiful play right there. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about, Kyle Shanahan. That's what I'm talking about. Got Rory McPherson, bang, 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 bang. Just going full Chris Berman on us. Up, super genius. Kyle's going to turtle. Well, he just came out of his shell right there with that huge play, 1st and 10. I mean, you're just sitting in Eddie Piñeiroville right now. Everything you could want out of this drive, you're going to get. Don't go talking about what might happen bad right now. Things are officially going good. From the New York Giants 20-yard line, it is 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey up the middle for 6-7. Just staying ahead of the chains. Staying ahead of the chains. Tribe Called Plus represent. Always great to see Red Jet. By the way, we got a personal foul. Tripping on Belton. Look at him with his little rat tail hair. Or is that a do-rag rat tail? I don't know. Terrible. Something ugly is poking out of the back of his helmet. So it's 1st and goal. And, I mean, the Niners are going to put 30 on the New York Giants today, at least. You know, we thought they could run the ball on New York, and now they are. When they need it the most, it's still happening. We're setting up a 2nd and goal. The next time the 49ers snap the ball, we will be under 5 minutes to play. Oh, there's no doubt here, Tango. Christian McCaffrey wants another touchdown. There's no doubt. He'd like 2 today. I almost bet McCaffrey 2 touchdowns today. I almost did. But I'll be losing my sleeper parlay in another way. Let's see. We got Mac Jones. He's looking to run it in. Mac, don't get yourself hurt, buddy. You just give yourself up right there. Mac was looking to maybe run that in. He's going to be looking at 3rd and goal. Guy's a freaking battler, man. He's limping a little. Mac Jones knows. He's like, that wasn't the greatest decision I've ever made. He's walking ginger. Dude, Mac Jones. I really like this guy. Don't get yourself hurt, Mac. 3rd and goal. They're going to let this one run down. They're going to take a timeout on 3rd and goal here. They're going to give Mac a little bit of a breather after that one. Good idea. Smart timeout by Kyle right there. Obviously, you don't want to stop the clock, but when your quarterback gets up looking like that, give him a minute to breathe. Give him a minute to breathe. We the champion. Smack Jones just out there hitting people. All right, should we set a little bit more light on the situation for people who are going to be coming in here for a post-game show thinking, what is this guy on crack? Hold on. Thank you, though, to everyone who activated us a little Club Plus by the 50 Supers. It was fun to get that. There we go. Hold on. One more light to turn on over here. We back. An illumination sensation. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown. The lights are back on, and Christian McCaffrey's back in the end zone, rushing touchdown, and he is feeling it. Christian McCaffrey's like, yeah. Look at him. He's fired up. Christian McCaffrey. In your life, you can't find a more important 49er in any 49. Christian McCaffrey is to the modern Niners what Jerry Rice was to the Glory Day Niners, what Joe Montana was. He is one of the single greatest football players that have ever played for this franchise. I think he is the franchise's all-time first man up in the running. Sorry, Frank Gore. And I love you, Frank Gore. Christian McCaffrey scares the shit out of defenses in a way that Frank Gore never really did. Frank Gore was a guy that every defense needed to respect. I don't think Frank Gore scared the bejesus out of defensive coordinators the way that Christian McCaffrey does. Not even close, as a matter of fact. Let's go ahead and update this bad boy all the way correctly because, folks, it's in the barn. What? The butter's cooling, the jello's jiggling. It's looking good. It is looking good. Again, just score again and get the hell out of here. Joe, I think you super chatted that one into existence. We got Jason saying disco lights for AM games, whiskey shots for PM games. That's right, baby. I mean, I got to stay sober around the kids. We got a nice day in San Francisco, and we're going to go attack it a little bit, all right? Sun is shining. And the San Francisco 49ers have done their job today. After the Warriors lose to a terrible Pacers situation, after the Dodgers win back-to-back World Series, we didn't need any bullshit from the Niners today, and I'm glad we didn't get any. We really didn't need it. Cheers, Damon, and bang, bang. TNT 46 Dog, thank you. Thank you for the ganja jar placement. I appreciate that. The one for 2011. He says it's going to be on like Donkey Kong here in just a minute when this is over. I'm going to tell you right now, you can spark it, brother. You can do that right now. If you're watching on your phone, take me outside. I'll keep you updated. All right. Do we have an injury? Shit. That is a guy pounding his helmet. That is Michael Williams. And I think Michael Williams just really hurt himself. Oh, my God. I mean, just when you thought you could get out of New York with a win and no issues, we got Michael hurt. And he was pounding on his helmet like something really bad just happened. Oh, good God. It never ends. It really never ends. Like, what a shame he still even had to be in the game. Nearly got a sack, ends up hurt. I didn't see. I didn't see what happened there. I was my attention was here, not up there when he went down. I saw the after effect. I saw him banging on his helmet more than I saw the actual play. So I need a replay on that one. But that did not look good. That did not look good. I mean, look at it this way. Did the 49ers even actually play a game without somebody going on IR? Okay, here's the good news. Michael Williams is walking off the field, own power. He's not leaning on anybody. He's okay, folks. He's okay. Yeah, he banged his knee on that turf. No one likes that turf. That turf sucks. We all know it. Man, I hope Michael Williams is okay. I do think he is walking to the locker room, though. Slowly, but at least he's walking. At least he's got his own power. All right, Jackson Dart, what are you going to do here as you wrap up your afternoon? He's got a little complete pass. Again, clock, just tick, 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 3rd and 5. I would get every single guy who is a starting player on this team off this field right now, though, if I'm Kyle. I mean, I've got Robert Beal playing defensive line all by himself because whatever happens to that guy doesn't even matter. Again, you can't get penalized for playing with only 6 guys on the field. Jackson Dart, little completion, spun out of bounds by Upton Stout. Upton Stout tackling well today. We hope it's just icy hot. Icy hot. Let's fix that. Again, Jackson Dart accumulating some garbage time, but I don't think there's enough time for him to get the garbage that I need to hit my sleeper parlay. Dart finds another man wide. I mean, it's bend, don't break time. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, I really don't even care if New York scores. I really don't. Just make it take as much time as humanly possible. 17 plays of 10 yards or more today for the 49ers, and boy, that has made a huge difference. Jackson Dart, touchdown, end zone. Wow. No, Slayton dropped it. Jair Brown. Wow, what a nice break up there. Slayton is hurt. Jair Brown putting on the seatbelt like I buckled you up. I locked you down. Slayton walking off under his own power, but he had that touchdown. That was right in his hands, and he dropped it thanks to Jair Brown making a great play. Jair almost had an interception on that, believe it or not. That ball almost rolled off of Slayton into Brown's hands while he was on his back, but there you go. The only problem with that play is that it stopped the clock at 2:02. So last play before the 2-minute warning here for the New York Giants. Jackson Dart steps up in the pocket. He throws on the run. It is incomplete. Minute 56, 2-minute warning is upon us. And things are sitting pretty right now for the San Francisco 49ers. Again, it is awesome having you here as we approach, what is quickly going to become some post-game and Damon for you. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. It is wonderful to have you here. We decided to take post-game shows and turn them into live stream watch parties last year, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. It is helping this channel grow. It's helping 49ers fans through another year where a lot of people are throwing their arms in the air up frustrated. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you plan on coming back each and every Sunday. I hope you hit like and subscribe. I hope you have more people in your sphere that you want to tell this channel about than before, because word of mouth advertising is better than anything. So tell a football fan we're talking real football during 49ers games over here, and hopefully this becomes your second screen of choice. Thanks again to my man Ike for all of the support he has given me, and I really do hope that you try an Ike sandwich sometime soon. His sandwiches are just fantastic, and there's something for absolutely everyone at Ike's. Sign up for that Love Rewards program. Start earning your way to free sandwiches when you sign up, and you'll be very, very happy that you did. It is the fastest growing chain, I think, in the world of sandwiches right now. Speaking of growing faster than anything else, our friends at Sleeper are exploding, and you will find out why as soon as you get over there and start playing on Sleeper. Fantastic stuff from our friends at Sleeper. Get a $100 deposit match, up to a $100 deposit the very first time. I don't think I am going to hit it today. I mean, Mac Jones, does he even have the 21 completions? Or are we sitting? Yeah, we're at 19. 19 completions. I think, Mac isn't going to get me that. God, let me tell you, the people who set lines are really good at what they do. Kendrick Bourne, I don't think Kendrick's going to get me over the line. Nope, Kendrick's got 34. It's at 39 and a half. I mean, that still could happen. Still could happen. A little screen, a little slant, something like that. Jackson Dart, 204. That ain't going to happen. He's at 167. I tell you, I promise myself only a 3-legger. Then I always add that 4th leg. Damn it. Anyways, have fun over at Sleeper and do so responsibly. You'll be glad that you did it. Our boys at the Dubliner. A great place to go get the best poured Guinness in all of San Francisco. Dubliner, West Portal, take Muni, take a cab. Don't drive. You don't need to. You'll have fun. Thank you. All right, we're out of the 2-minute warning. It is 3rd and 10 for the New York Giants from their 35-yard line, from the Niners' 35-yard line. Jackson Dart is going to just tuck this and run. He will pick up that first down. And we you know what? We saw Tatum Bethune when you get lost between Bethune and New York City. Thank you. Did we see a little Keon White on that for the first time? Yeah, I think we did. Keon White comes into the picture for the first time this afternoon. He really hasn't done anything in his Niner debut, but no one's going to even notice because they're going to get out of New York with a win. And remember, nothing here really matters. Touchdown, New York Giants. Nice throw by Jackson Dart. Okay. So, they're going to declare the onside kick? They're going to declare the onside kick. It was just a really nice throw. Looked like Renardo Green or Diamador got turned around a little bit right there. Demo didn't look for the ball. Yeah, that was not a good rep for Diamador Lenore. Hey, tell my pops to tune in next week. Thank you very much, Ed. I hope you and your dad both show up next week. Thank you very, very much. TNT, cheers, Damon, and bang, bang. Look, you're going to get exactly what you needed, and that was just to get out of New York with a win. That's all you needed to do, and that's all the 49ers, I think, are going to do today. There's going to be some people who want to wax poetic about what Christian McCaffrey, what Brian Robinson Jr. looked like, another really good day for Mac Jones. I don't even care. I'm going to burn the tape this week, just like I burnt the tape last week. You had a beatable opponent in a bad situation. You took advantage of it. Congratulations. 6-3 through 9 games. Given the conditions this season has been played under, should have Kyle Shanahan and Coach of the Year conversations. We haven't even seen the 49ers yet. Nothing that has happened in this season beyond the injuries to Bosa and Warner really even matter yet. And they're winning, and that's good. That's what I'm talking about, Damon. There's no Warriors or Blue Jays at the Meadowlands today. Niners, baby. Yeah, thank God, Joe. Thank God. Again, how did the Warriors lose to the nobody you've ever heard of is healthy enough to play for the winless Pacers? That was bad. Onside kick declared. It failed. Niners got the ball. Juwan Jennings with the recovery on special teams, on the hands unit. And there you go, kids. There you go. Jackson Dart feeling the frustration that comes with being the starting quarterback of the New York Giants. Is he hurt a little bit? Jackson Dart, I think, got popped really good by Tatum Bethune, and he has been in a little he's a little, I think he's in loopy land. Again, why is Christian McCaffrey touching the ball right here? Why is this not Brian Robinson Jr. chewing up the end of the game? Is that overly critical of me to identify the team that is suffering from catastrophic, devastating injuries at all time? A little stupid for playing somebody so important in snaps so unimportant? Can't Brian Robinson help you pick up one more? Here's the thing. Run the ball 3 times, punt it away, let the Giants score again. You're going to win this game by 3. You're going to win this game. What are you doing? Having Christian McCaffrey out there. Look at it this way. Maybe Kyle played the McCaffrey rushing total sleeper over, so he's got to get that in. Maybe he's the Chauncey Billups of NFL coaches. I'm kidding. Again, McCaffrey picks up a first down. God bless him. He should not be touching the ball. I mean, it's victory formation time. McCaffrey's coming out. He's like, we didn't get it. He thought he got that first down. Oh, he's got the first down. That's a first down. No, they're saying it's not. 3rd and 1. That's a bad spot. It's a bad spot. There you go. Brian Robinson Jr. First down, ball game. I'm golf clapping the rest of this one for the Niners. Handle your shit. That's all it was, baby. Handle your shit day, and shit has been handled. They're bringing in Adrian Martinez for victory formation. Look at Adrian Martinez making his NFL debut. Look at that. Look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, 34-24. Niners are winning this game today. Folks, this is what needed to happen. This is what needed to happen today, and you got to feel good about that. The difference between 6-3 and 5-4 is massive. Massive at this time in the year, especially with the Rams up next. Outstanding win. Outstanding win, and one we will never speak of again. There are some games that really matter. Circle that. We learned a lot today about who you are, what you do. This was not one of those. This was just a handle your shit game. They did it. They did it. Survival mode activated successfully once again. To exclude, thank you very much for coming in with a $10 super. Maybe not a popular opinion, but I always feel like coaches that didn't play in the league don't realize when they're overusing a player. You know, I don't know if that is the deciding factor. I don't know if that is the deciding factor. But all coaches understand that players are massive investments, and why you would risk a massive investment in a moment that is decidedly not high leverage just doesn't make sense from a businessman standpoint, much less a coaching standpoint. But what needed to happen happened today. Out of here, Damon. Thanks for the show. Thank you for being here today. We got over 1,000 people watching right now across all 3 streams, YouTube, Twitch, and X, Twitter, whatever. Thank you very much for being here. We need to get into some box scores. Do we not? Yes, we do. Let's see what happened today. We're going to share this tab. We are going to open this up for you right here, and this is where the 49ers got it done today. 19-24, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns for Mac Jones. He was sacked twice, one of his best games in a Niner uniform. This guy has done an unbelievable job, a really unbelievable job being your backup quarterback this year, man. Someone was trying to tell me he wasn't impressive. You know, Mac Jones has been a little bit of a letdown. What are you talking about? He has saved the entire year. 106 rushing yards for Christian McCaffrey on 28 carries. Should not have had 28 carries. 5 catches, 67 yards. McCaffrey over 170 yards from scrimmage. 2 touchdowns today, 1 catching, 1 rushing. Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown in a Niners uniform. Mac did fumble the ball away. When you get lost between Bethune and New York City, 16 tackles. Tatum Bethune is Patrick Willis. At least doing a hell of an impression. Since asked, can you do a Patrick Willis impression? Can you do a Fred Warner impression? Can you do a Navarro Bowman impression? Can you be a really good tackling machine in the middle of a defense where if we have one of those, it works better? He's like, yeah, I got you. I might not be able to play against the pass like my name's Fred Warner, but I'm going to come out here and tackle everything in front of me. That's Tatum Bethune. Love that guy. You don't need to trade for a middle linebacker because of Tatum Bethune. Fantastic. Fantastic performance out of Tatum Bethune. I want to look at some team stats. Some team stats today. The 49ers, again, they controlled the game on the line of scrimmage to the best of their ability and outgained the New York Giants 380 to 296. 11 drives, averaging 5.8 yards per carry, 221 in the air, 159 on the ground. 6 penalties for 34 yards. Again, an awful lot of that still needs to be cleaned up, but 33 minutes time of possession and running the ball was the right way to beat the New York Giants, and that is what happened. They ran the ball to win the game, and let's never speak of it again. I'm dead serious. I don't want to hear another word about, that one day they beat the Giants suck. The Giants suck. They're not good. You know, it was a handle your business day. After being embarrassed in Houston, just go split the road trip. They did it. 6-3. 6-3 is monstrous for where they are in their year, who they are. It's big time. 6-3 is big time. Again, we are trying hard to get to 50,000 subs, my friends. 50,000 subs. Will you help me get there? Are you going to help me get there? Look at where we are. I mean, if 11 of you right here and now would sign up and sub, we'd be at 350 for the day in terms of 48,350. We stay on track to get to 50,000 by the bye week. Go ahead. If you enjoyed today's show, if you enjoyed the live stream, the watch party, and you're not already subscribing, please do. Would really love to see this thing tick up like an odometer to 50,000. Then we get to 100,000, and they say you get a fancy plaque when you do that. And boy, do I need some, validation of my self-worth with a YouTube plaque. Oh, thank you. Thank you very, very much. And now the real question is around the NFL, since the Giants play in this early slate, what's the rest of the league look like today? You rock, Damon. Well, thank you very much, D-Swag. Appreciate that. Lions are going down. Are they playing right now? Don't they play Sunday Night Football? Or Monday Night Football? What's going on? Hold on. Wait. Let me go ahead and look at what's going on around the NFL. But thanks to everyone who's been in here today. Thank you for all the supers. All my sponsors, all that. Oh, look at this. A new member just created. AC1, welcome. Wonderful to have you. That gets a round of applause at all times. So, look, not that the Bengals are going to be trading Trey Hendrickson, right? But the Bears are beating the Bengals 41-27, which maybe has the Bengals think about where they are a little bit. Oh, hey, Vikings are on top of the Lions with 3:31 left in the fourth quarter, 27-17. Vikings are going to send the Lions to 5-3 on the season unless something dramatic happens. Steelers on top of the Colts. Again, the Colts are going to catch a 4-game losing streak. They're 7-1. They've been a great story. Every Colts season comes with a 4-game losing streak. This one will too. We got Broncos and Texans. That is a rock fight right now. That is tied at 15. Coming up in our 1 o'clocks, Jaguars, Raiders. Oh, the Pete Carroll disaster season will continue. Rams got a very easy winnable home game against the 1-7 Saints kicking off at 1:05. We got a heavyweight fight in the AFC between Chiefs and Bills. Last game in Orchard Park for that rivalry. Seahawks Commanders, your Sunday night football game. That's right. That's who's playing in division on Sunday night football. Seahawks and Commanders, and then Monday night football is going to give us Cardinals Cowboys. So 2 NFC West games will happen later tonight and tomorrow. The 49ers took care of things. They did that today. Mikey V becoming a member here on YouTube as well. Thank you very much, Mikey. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to do right by you. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste your membership. I don't want to ever, seriously, as a guy who used to host a 4-hour sports talk show almost every day, shows don't need to be 4 hours anymore. A sports talk show does not need to be longer than Gone with the fucking Wind. It really doesn't. So what is beautiful here on YouTube is we get to streamline things for you. We get to not bullshit you. There's no filler. There's no empty calories, hopefully, in what we're doing. And Mikey, thank you for being a part of it. Thank you. Thank you. I got one last request here. What's this? Damon, you get an opportunity to watch my favorite player in this year's draft, Josh Conley Jr. He played for Washington Commanders tonight, right tackle. Ooh, I will watch. Thank you very, very much. Getting spammed again. That's nice. All right. Where's my man here? Saturday special. Saturday night special. Mr. Saturday Night. Damon, before you bounce, take a quick peek at our next couple of weeks. We have a legit shot to get to 10 wins, and you know what that means in the NFC. Oh, again, you are on pace to be what you need to be at the end of this regular season. We come out, we play that wins-loss party, right? We play that wins-loss party at the beginning of the year, the W's and L's show. When you see that schedule, well, now here you are. A 6-3 football team, home to the Chiefs on Sunday afternoon next week. Or excuse me, home to the Rams, not the Chiefs, not the Chiefs. Home to the Rams. I mean, you win that game. You're so sitting pretty. You're so sitting pretty. But that's a tough one. We'll call the Rams a definitive maybe, and Arizona enough of a just always pain in the ass. I don't know how either one of those games go yet. These are the last two forks in the road really in the season. I think you're going to beat Carolina at home, even though Carolina is a little bit better than they were at the beginning of the year. At Cleveland, as long as that's not a 26-sack game for Myles Garrett, that's a game you better be able to win. The Browns are not good. Tennessee stinks out loud. At the Colts is the hardest non-division game remaining on this schedule. The Chicago Bears might have a little something for you. Seattle, final game of the regular season. Again, I can find 4 wins in there. I can find 4 wins in there. I can find 5. I can find 5 wins in there. And what's really exciting is before the end of this year, when you didn't think the ability to get any better was going to be there for you at all, right? I mean, here you are, as banged up a football team as you're going to find anywhere. 2 future Hall of Famers won't play another snap this year. How are you going to get better? I think they're going to get better on this offensive line as the year goes along. I think they're going to get better with these young defensive players. Hopefully Michael Williams didn't have any serious injury today, and he keeps going. Let's see if they make one more move before the trade deadline, and Brandon Ayuk will play. Ricky Pearsall will play before this year is over. No more catastrophic injuries, and a little bit of luck means the 49ers, I think, can honestly be positioned as the team that no one wants to play come playoff time. It all hangs on the thinnest of threads. Yeah, and the Niners fans understand that more than anybody. There has been a staggering amount of adversity already thrown at a team, and they're 6-3 through all of that adversity, and that is to be admired. It's to at very least be saluted. Kyle Shanahan, he does leave you scratching your head at times. And while you're scratching your head about some of these plays Kyle runs, I think we also got to admit he's a Coach of the Year candidate, all things considered, right now. He is. He really, really is. Thanks again for being a part of this show today. We're just over our 3-hour mark, and I thank you. One last time, I want to thank my sponsors. Ike's, you're awesome. Get an Ike sandwich. Have it for dinner tonight while you're watching Sunday Night Football. Thank you to our friends at the Dubliner. Thank you to our friends at the Sleeper. At Sleeper, I'm not even upset that I lost my parlay today because the 49ers handled their business. Last week, I said in that bad loss, burn the tape. That was ugly. Nothing to really learn. I'm going to tell you the same thing this week too. Burn the tape. I don't care. I never want to hear about beating the New York Giants again. They suck. Niners were supposed to win that game. They did. That's good. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we entertained you. Hopefully you come on back. Hopefully you hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much for joining me today. And please do remember, as you are enjoying your remaining Sunday, that sports don't build character. They reveal it. And like that, he's gone.